Surprise, we're not listening to Saku's whole theme. We're just going right in. Hi, chat! It has been 15 minutes since the time. I hope you're all doing so well. And I hope you're doing so well as well, Anya. Who's still muted. Don't worry about it, she will be here. She will boot up in a moment. Oh no, she disconnected! Hello?
Hello?
There she is.
My connection just happened to blip, but we weren't talking, so how was I gonna know that?
The funniest part is that I unmuted a little bit earlier than usual, and I was like, isn't that right, Anya? And I see you just dip out of the chat.
Great. Perfect. Everything's going great.
Don't even worry about it. But hello, chat. How are you finding that? Yeah, how are you finding living in a post-remaster world?
Changed everything.
Remember, officially, we have to legally say Altria Pendragon now.
Oh, you didn't tell me the results of your search. Is that true? That's a shame.
I actually don't know. I don't think I've seen. I think it is Altria just because that's the translation that stuck.
Can you believe that they're wrong about their own game?
Okay, so I have heard that the thing is, they translated it wrong when it was way of a smaller thing. And then it became merchandise, and because it's like merchandise, it literally can not be Altria anymore.
What a shame.
Of
we
course
weep
it's
for what
Altria.
could have been.
Fate Stay Night Randomizer is the greatest release of our time. It's so good. You've spent 24 hours already on it, and its peak, the translation is way better than MM. Ooh. Nice.
So,
Nice. I've only seen, like, the first day of the prologue, and I really liked it. I went in like, oh, I'm gonna just quickly go through the prologue to get to the main screen, the main title screen, and just kind of check a few things from here. And then I spent, like, several hours reading the prologue because it was that good. It was like, oh yeah, right, this is like peak fiction. I forgot.
I remember you were sending me like little CGs from it. I was like, hang on, these are all like well-timed and in order. Are you just reading again?
Yeah, I was just reading again. I am not in fact immune to Tosaka. It is also like gayer than the MM translation. Like in the translation we read, I don't remember if it's the old one or the F-Bates, but the girl that was like, do you wanna have lunch with me today, Tosaka-senpai? She got told like, she rejected you, just like you should have brought food or something. But now it's like, see, you got dumped on. I told you if you wanted to hook her, you should have brought food with you. And I was like, oh my god, wait.
It's so much more like explicitly gay.
Yeah, that was like extra gay.
During the first one, we were like, wow, isn't this so gay? But I don't think we really knew the potential.
Also, I've seen a few really interesting extra nuances to the translation that have come up from it. For example, when Archer and Ku are fighting at the very start of the prologue, there is one line that not only compares them, but tells that they are even similarly dressed, and I had never realized that the similarities with Archer's undershirt and Ku's bodysuit are maybe intentional. The idea that Ku actually left so much of an impression on a young Shirou that he just took upon the outfit when he became a heroic spirit, that is really interesting.
That was the first guy who killed me, and I just can't forget him.
He was the first guy that put a spear through my chest. Do not try to punk and worms me. Archer is wholly a reflection of the people he loves. It's fucked. It's so good. Yep. Oh, I love.
Really sad about my boy Lancer. Hope we get to see more of him.
Also, I don't know if you remember that we were told that there was a specific character that gifted the red coat to Shirou at some point. You know that character now. It was only mentioned in extra official like commentary about stuff, but apparently it's fucking Kuri Senpai. Apparently it's fucking Seal who gives Shirou the code.
That's fucked.
Yeah. Like, the idea that, hey, at some point in the Fate timeline, Shirou and Seal meet, and she gives Shirou the red coat that Archer has, is kind of fucked.
That makes me so happy. I love that.
Anyway, I should be changing over. But yeah, exciting week. We got really... I was mentioning this before, but if the translation had been broken for a long period of time, people would have been so angry at it, and rightfully. But because it was fixed within like 6 hours of coming out, it only gave people hype and memes, and I think that's really funny.
They unfumbled the bag.
Also, I know none of you can see anything. I'm still opening things. There we go. There we go. Whew.
Oh, and you remembered to stream to me and everything. I'm so proud.
They dropped the bag off a cliff and then dove after it to catch it, and it was sick. Also, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, the remastered version of this dropped on Steam with official localization, but for the first 6 hours, the English version was broken if your system wasn't set in Japanese, which is a 2004-ass problem to have.
All right.
Anyway.
Where were we? Were we like literally... Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like minutes after.
Yeah. We were fucking dead, and we were waking up in the church after this.
I can't wait to see if this is a bad end.
My body's burning. Everything is hazy, as though I have a high fever. That's Sakura, by the way. Yeah. By the way, Feifei is right. We just saw Ryder's eyes and got incredibly hard.
Yeah, we did.
A familiar voice from a distance. My sense of reality is fading. My mind whites out, and my left arm bleeds red, mixing like paint.
No.
I see Sakura staring at me as I fall to the floor.
No.
And she falls to the ground like a puppet with its strings cut. Turns out, that having Shirou suffer violent trauma is the one way to get Sakura to stop, you know?
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Also, because this was a really interesting thing, I don't know if we commented about it because we kind of left the last stream like really quickly. There was this one moment where Medusa is about to just go ham on them, and Sakura is like, "No, I didn't want this," and she's like, "My first priority is protecting you, and also, wasn't this exactly what you wished for?" Which, you know, Shirou did get traumatically injured. So, that
might kind of be her goal.
Yeah, we checked the status. We have Sakura as Writer's Master now. We got, like, the whole of the eye. We got the CG of the eyes in the status. Where's Writer? Noble Phantasm, yeah.
Oh, she's so fucking cool.
She's so pretty! Oh.
Easy favorite.
How do you feel? Have you calmed down? Sitting on the church's long bench, I nod silently. I see. Then there's no need for treatment. Your wounds should all heal as your energy returns, so just rest for now. Tosaka sits a bit away from me. The distance between our minds is much greater than this. There's no idle conversation as we wait for Kotomine. Ugh. My left hand screams with pain when I clench it. It feels like there's a nail driven through my palm. The cut from grabbing the knife hurts more than the bruises from Ryder or the stab wound from Sakura. The dark clouds block the view of the night sky. The rain clouds tell me that it's gonna rain soon. I guess the spear-like thing that attacked Tosaka was Sakura's magic. The magical nature that the Matou household inherits is absorption. When lack of magical energy made Sakura suffer, she unconsciously cast the spell. She probably aimed at Tosaka because she had the most magical energy there. It stabbed me and entangled around my arm because I pushed Tosaka away, and it sucked all the magical energy out of me. Magical energy is life force. It's natural for me to lose consciousness when it's sucked out of me. I'd already used up my energy when I fought Ryder, so I easily fell unconscious, and Tosaka brought me to the church after that. I hear Sakura fainted when she saw me fall. She attacked herself. Tosaka murmurs and explains to me that she's getting treated in the back right now. Bad situation, Jesus Christ. It seems Sakura is in critical condition. The liquid that came out of her earring was what made her collapse, and Kotomine is purifying it now. Tosaka doesn't say anything. Neither Archer nor Ryder are here. Only the two of us are in the church, waiting for Kotomine's return. Tosaka. Still sitting down, I call out to her. What a bad situation. What? I want to ask you something. I thought so. Fine, I'll tell you. It's no use hiding it from you, and it's meaningless to do so now. So you want to ask about Sakura? I nod. Osaka takes a deep breath and starts to talk in her normal tone. It all started quite some time ago. The Matou blood started to run thin, and their children were born with fewer and fewer magic circuits. The family is originally from another country, so I think the land of Japan didn't suit them. Their decline started when they started living here, and the magic circuit finally disappeared in this generation when Shinji was born. The history of Matou ended with that. They should have taken an apprentice or something if they'd wanted their quest to continue. But the Matous are a distinguished family, and to the last, they refused to take in an outsider. As a result, their successors had less magical energy, and it finally ran out in the end. They finally started looking for an apprentice when that happened, but no magus would come to a fallen family. Hundreds of years of Makiri history should have ended at that time. But they weren't people who could give up. Shinji's father adopted a child and taught the child magic. So, I expect you wouldn't know because your family is a special case, but a family of magi hands down its secrets to only one child. They don't teach magic to any other children. Zouken said this, right? If there is a sibling, one is your successor, while the other is raised normally or put up for adoption. There's no need for two successors. In a case of siblings, no. Sisters. What would be done to the one who wasn't needed? Some may raise her and hide her from the fact that they are a family of magi. But that's difficult and inefficient. If they trained their magic circuit over many generations, it would not be their wish to waste the excellent gene even if she is not chosen as a successor. Then, Tosaka. Yes, I had a sister a year younger than me.
Fucking knew it.
The declined Matou family had no hope of someone giving them a child for adoption. It's only natural for them to rely on the Tosaka family, the ones they held a pact with for a long time. I don't know which one of us my dad intended to make his successor, but I remained a Tosaka and she was taken to the Matou family. That was 11 years ago. I couldn't go see her much after that. It was an agreement made with Matou, and I couldn't readily go see the successor of the Matous. I see, then you and Sakura are real sisters. Well, we never called each other like that. I don't know how much emotion is contained in those simple words. I need you to remember every single instance in which Tosaka has shown a suspicious, care for Sakura despite keeping a distance from her in the entire visual novel.
I fucking noticed. I called this one last round. Scoreboard.
Also, because this is a thing that happens in the Heavens Fields route, and the only adaptations have been for a long time before the movies. The Fate route from the old anime that wasn't good, and the Unlimited Blade Works route, that has led to a lot of people not knowing this in the fandom.
It's so fucking interesting.
It also explains
why Tesco is really nice about the whole "hey, I'm not stealing Shirou from you" thing. Weirdly direct and polite about it.
Yeah. Now everything starts to click in. And Zero spoils this immediately, which is something very funny because you didn't even remember.
All I remember is worms. That's all I remember from that entire thing.
You only remember the worm pit.
You remember the worm pit.
It's, to be fair, that's a really fucking shocking scene all of a sudden.
It was really surprising to catch me completely off guard. I had no idea what I was in for.
The Stay Night adaptation also spoils that, huh? I didn't know that. Wait, do you mean the, Fate one? Or UBW at some point? That's curious. That makes me understand why she always asked about Sakura. Why she didn't let Archer use his noble phantasm. That's good. You're on Sakura's side. Oh, Dean Fate spoils it because it mixes routes. Intriguing.
That sounds illegal.
A dim light shines into the gloom of my mind. I don't know what's going to happen to Sakura, or what she's going to do from now on. But if Tosaka cares for Sakura, there just might be hope waiting on the ominous path ahead. No, I'm not her ally or anything. But Tosaka denies me as if reading my thoughts. Not her ally? Right? If Sakura can be cured, I will dispose of her. Just like I would with any other enemy. I can't sit idly while a magus indiscriminately attacks people. If Kirei can't treat Sakura, then I'll just have to get rid of her myself. What are you saying? Sakura's your sister, isn't she? Don't ever say something like that. Sakura is a child of the Matous. She stopped being my sister 11 years ago. Tosaka, you... The outcome won't change even if Sakura is my family, as you say it. It wouldn't change anything. In fact, that could give you even less right to interfere. Then you are... no different from Senji. Oh!
Interesting.
Oh!
That's
a
so...
sentence!
Seeing him take such a hardline stance immediately against her.
Wow! Wow! He is so focused on Sakura.
That's so distressing.
But before I can say the worst thing possible...
What are you doing? The operation is complete, but she's still in critical condition. If you want to make a commotion, go do so outside.
Kotomine Kirei emerges from the back of the church. Thank God for this very square man. Kotomine, how's Sakura? Kirei, how's Sakura like at the same fucking time?
Can't do those two voices at the same time? What the heck? I can't tell if you two are on bad terms or in good harmony.
Rin do be like, I will dispose her no matter what. Immediately, Kirei, how is Sakura?
Is she okay?
Oh. You're just mistaken.
I see. Then sit down. I shall explain the state Manu Sakura is in.
Taking our separate seats, we listen intently to the priest.
To put it simply, there is a foreign substance, a worm, in Matou Sakura's body. The worm is called crest worm. It is like an artificial Sanshi, the three corpses. Do you recognize this name?
Mature content is on right now. Should it be off? I can't turn it off very quickly, very easily.
I love this route.
We gotta juggle. Nah, it should be on. Okay. I shake my head. Sanshi. A bug said to inhabit a human body that reports the person's evil deeds to the judge of hell. I've heard of Sanshi, but I've never heard of a crest worm.
So you don't know? Well, it was originally just a harmless parasite. It's a familiar that lives off of its host's magical energy. It is the lowest rank of familiars, as it does nothing beyond telling its master whether or not its host still lives.
I see. So it's like a monitoring device. So Zouken is monitoring Sakura with that?
Oh, when was it decided that Matou Zouken is the master of the crest worm?
I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for your long talk. Who else but that old bastard would do something like that to Sakura?
I see, that is certainly true. Matou Shinji cannot use crest worms, so it can only be that vampire.
I like that he just outright called him vampire.
Yeah, no hesitation.
Streaming the Heaven Seal route is immersive. You never know if Sakura is going to make you catch a stray from YouTube TOS. Thank you so much for the donation, Tom. I am now impatiently await being pelted by many items. Right? Just go ahead and tell me the result. Can Sakura be saved or not?
You're being hasty, Rin. You seem to understand her condition, but the boy does not. We should explain for his sake, right?
I really don't think I need to understand what a crest worm is at this point.
I think they should enumerate on it, maybe in detail.
Hosoka looks away awkwardly. Judging by her expression, she doesn't want me to find out.
Well, what shall we do, Shirou? Rin says she just wants to know the result.
No. Please explain things in order, Kotomine. Also, like, enumerate them. If you could, like, bring down a projector and start, like, pointing with a baton, that could be, like, really useful for me.
Will Shirou still love Sakura if he knows she's got worms in her?
Senpai, could you love me if I had a worm? Sakura-san, what are you saying?
You know the post is if I were a worm, right? Yes.
Also, the donation is not going through for some reason on my, thing.
Just wait for the worm jump scare.
No, Tom, no. Tom, I hate this.
Full of verbs.
I hate that so much.
That's so fucking funny.
I despise that, and that's such a funny and easy edit. Oh my god. I'm sorry for Tosaka, but I can't yield to her about this. If this has to do with Sakura's life, I have to know everything about it.
Then let me continue. The crest worm I explained earlier is undermining Matou Sakura's nerves. It must be the result of 11 years spent growing within her. The crest worm has turned into a nerve like a magic circuit, and it has entangled with her own, swarming all throughout her body. It has transformed into her magic crest. Under normal circumstances, it is suspended, having no effect on Matou Sakura's body. But once activated, had to read ahead, it will violate Matou Sakura's nerves and will keep moving using her magical energy. That's what happened earlier. The crest worm roamed through her body, absorbing her magical energy.
I dislike the way that's described.
Had she remained in that state for half a day, she would certainly be dead. The crest worm would suck all of her magical energy as its power, then eat her flesh as nutrition. It means she would have her body consumed after her magical energy was sucked dry. If you have a magic crest, you should well know how painful it is. Even the faintest trace of a foreign substance puts a human body through discomfort and can be life-threatening. Having another creature entwining its nerves with your own, moving within you, would easily be enough to kill you. In that regard, I'm surprised Matou Sakura was conscious until just now. I do not know if Matou Sakura has a strong will, or if she is just used to the crest worm's activation. We'll need to ask her if we want this answered.
He's so enjoying giving this explanation.
He's having a blast.
Look at that fucking face. He's loving explaining this to Shirou. I hear a sound. It's the sound of my teeth grinding. If you have a magic crest, you should well know how painful it is.
Catching the strays from Kodamine.
I couldn't possibly know. I cover myself in sweat just to insert one magic circuit into my body. Has it several times worse? I couldn't even guess at her pain. Hold on. You said if it's activated, right? Then the crest worm isn't usually active.
That's correct. The poison put on her only awakens the crest worm. The crest worm is only an observation device. It's only activated as punishment for the host, Matou Sakura, when she breaks a certain condition.
Just listening to his words makes me go crazy. Also, there's a very, we know from a long time ago that she has a really bad family situation and there's, very controlling and bullshit stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But, the extra layer of, surveillance and punishment that goes on through the use of her own magic circuits, it's really fucked. Extra.
Somehow getting worse.
It's somehow worse. Speaking of, we haven't given a warning at the beginning of this stream. If you couldn't tell, a million fucking content warnings for this route.
Anything that can make you uncomfortable is probably here, so you know.
Heaven's Field, it just gets worse. And please, we are saying it gets worse in the sense of it's really bad that this is happening and oh my god, that's awful. But the route is getting good.
The route's getting better. Things are getting worse and worse and worse for our humble protagonists.
Just listening to his words makes me go crazy. I know it's not something Kotomine did, but I almost attack him for saying that. Also, this is like the point where you're also like realizing like you already knew at this point, like, oh shit, Sakura has been going through a lot off screen, but this is the moment where you're like, oh shit. Oh shit.
The girl's been suffering.
I suppress my selfish emotion and... What is the condition? I urge him to go on and tell me the heart of the matter.
Matou Sakura fell and Rin tried to save her, but Ryder prevented her from doing so. Then the condition is obvious. To abandon the battles as a master. That should be the restriction of the crest one. She has approved of the battles by entrusting Ryder to Shinji, but the crestworm will torment her as she refuses it now. It has calmed down for now, but the crestworm will keep tormenting her. It will tell her, what are you doing? If you are truly a master, then go kill the other masters. If you cannot, I will eat you, and I will kill you.
My mind almost breaks down. Just hearing about it makes sparks flash in my vision. More than anything, I want to kill that old man. That's the condition Sakura must follow?
It seems so. Nothing else seems likely.
Then, can't she just not be a master? If she uses up her command spell and cancels the contract with her servant, she won't be a master anymore.
I would not recommend that. I told you that the condition of the crestworm's activation is to abandon her duty as a master. If she cancels her contract with Ryder, the crestworm will consume her for sure.
I see. So she can't fight and survive, or refuse to fight and be killed by the crestworm. Those are the only options that Sakura has, right?
Right. The crestworm will torment its host for as long as the Holy Grail War continues. If her condition keeps up, her body will not last long, and her mind will be destroyed. She has a magic crest all over her body, after all. You should understand how absurd that is, Rin.
Yeah? Even though it should be familiar with my body, I still periodically get the urge to cut off my arm. Jesus fucking Christ, Rin! I'm like this with one arm, so her function as a human being should be violated if she has it all over her body. She's no magus, but a cluster of magical circuits. The human mind should be overridden by the wave of magical energy. Oh, then Sakura is...
She's in danger if her condition keeps up. I don't know how many more days she can last, but the crestworm will spread further with each successive day. She will die if we cannot remove it before it infects her whole body, but her body will not last long in any case. The only thing I did was to purify. The surgery to call back her lost magical energy and mind is after this, but the chance of success is very low. That's all. To sum everything up, Matou Sakura cannot be saved. Are you satisfied now, Emiya-kun? This is fucked up. All of the Megai are fucked.
Yeah. These
are the most fucked up people I've ever seen in fiction.
Yeah?
It's it's the way no one treats it like it's weird. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, no, this is just what it's like being a mage. This is the cost of playing with magic.
It's like every single time that we learn something more about the mage society, it just gets worse. Here, she's got worms and it's terminal. God, I wish I had terminal worms. Anyway, Sakura can't be saved? Do you know who you're talking to, Kirei? Do you have any idea who just told that to, Kirei? That is ridiculous. She was doing so well until yesterday. So why are things like this now? What about removing it? Can't you extract the crest worm? If you know it's there, you should be able to take it out, right?
Extraction would be difficult. The crest worm has already integrated itself into her magic circuits. Even the one who implanted it wouldn't be able to extract it now. Yes, if you wanted to extract it, you'd have to rely on a miracle, or the Holy Grail.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh no! The Holy Grail. So that's where it ends up, huh? Sakura's only choice is to keep fighting as a master. And the power of the Holy Grail is the only thing that can save her? I understand this.
Akira is such a fucking engaging manipulator. I love him so much.
She said he said
He's so fucking good. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I was like, he doesn't know who he's talking to, but no, he knows. He knows very well. It's right, he knows.
Oh.
I understand the situation now, Kirei. Let me thank you. She vows without showing much gratitude and confronts the priest. But isn't this too sudden? The crest worm wasn't implanted in her yesterday. So why did she suddenly reach her limit?
Why do you ask that now? Matou Sakura's body was tampered with many years ago. The changes were so extensive that even her hair and eye colors no longer reflect their heritage. This did not start recently. Well, seems it was never intended to kill her, as it's doing now. Seems Matou Zouken did not intend to use Matou Sakura in this war. She's not adjusted to fighting. I would assume she was treated that way because unexpected conditions were met.
Unexpected conditions, huh? I don't know what those are, but that means Sakura suddenly won Zouken's confidence?
Probably. I would assume some change occurred within her that Zouken did not expect. But that is only one factor. There are other reasons for her drastic change. She's now constantly using magical energy to maintain her servant. If she cannot spare any for her crest worm, what will the starving worm do?
Ah, I see. Regardless of the conditions, it will drain her body to acquire the magical energy it's not getting. But she wouldn't lose magical energy if she doesn't use riders, so...
Yes, she should be able to live as before, for a while. But I don't think the old man will leave Matou Sakura alone.
Right? He wouldn't plant a creature like that in her otherwise. The worm will kill her if she doesn't fight. And her body will also be destroyed if she fights and uses up magical energy. No. Not only that, but Zouken can do anything he wants with Sakura because he's the one who planted the worm in her. He can use Sakura? Yes, Zouken is holding Sakura's life in his hands, so defeating Zouken is the only way to save Sakura. But Emiya-kun, you have to defeat Sakura before you can defeat Zouken. She's his puppet. I'm sure he would use her as his shield if you corner him.
Exactly. Matou Sakura is a convenient tool for Zouken. He will control Matou Sakura, as he instigated Matou Shinji. In fact, she is superior as a master. She's urged on by her worm. She will run even wilder than Matou Shinji, just like Zouken wants. This is so good.
It's so good. It's like the other shoe drops and it's awful. Everything is horrible.
Everything gets worse.
The way everyone knows it's gonna get worse and half the people here don't know to what degree, and the half that does know will simply smile through the pain. Yep.
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 But I will be a bit irritated if everything goes his way. I will perform the surgery on Matou Sakura. I have purified her poison and anesthetized her. The healing and the extraction of the crest worm will be performed next.
Huh? Hey, Kirei!
It is hopeless, but I will do my best. I cannot simply allow Matou Sakura to die. And what sort of priest would I be if all I could do was rely on the Holy Grail?
Ooh, we have Kirei on our fucking side! And I don't know how to feel about that.
That's good?
Hosoka's surprise is natural. His words are surprising even to me, and I've only known him for a short time. This isn't a guess, but a conviction. Kotomine is seriously trying to save Sakura. It might just be because he's a priest, but this is too much even for that. What's going on? This is the first time I've seen you support someone like this.
It's not just a whim. It is simply too wasteful to let her die. Well, I suppose it's better for the two of you to have another master eliminated.
The priest's response is plain. Hosoka glares at the priest. I'll leave her to you. I'm going to come back when the surgery should be over. And leaves the church with those words. Oh my god, this is so bad. Hosoka leaves.
So bad.
And the church regains its silence. The priest silently sees Hosoka off, and I can't even stand up because I can't think of anything.
What are you doing? You're of no use to me here. I want no distractions. Go kill some time until the surgery ends.
I won't bother you. I trust you when it comes to surgeries. You helped that woman before too.
Huh. The scale of this surgery is much greater than before. Matou Sakura stopped herself by shooting herself. She's suffering from auto-intoxication, probably because she harmed you. To put it simply, she killed her own mind to stop herself since she was controlled by Zouken. The procedure I'm about to perform is like starting a heart that is stopped. Well, the crest worm has kept her body alive. If all I have to do is recover her mind, it should succeed.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But your presence here is a liability. If you come barging in when you hear her scream, I will certainly fail. In any case, you bear no responsibility for her sufferings. You and Matou Sakura are strangers now.
Oh, that's another raw fucking line.
It's so good.
Oh my god, I love this route. Strangers?
I'm telling you not to have any sympathy for her. There's nothing you can do. Leave like Rin has done.
Jesus fucking Christ. One moment, I am taking my titty pills right now. Estrogen. Why? Can't I pray for her sake here if I can't do anything?
That is a crime. You have no right to share her pain. Do you not understand? I'm telling you the surgery will fail if you are here. You are only a harmful enemy to Sakura right now.
I can't finish my sentence. His words are heavy, and they are pointing out the crimes I didn't know I had committed.
Matou Sakura feels some kind of a guilt towards you. If you are near her, she may refuse to wake up.
Guilt toward me?
Yes, it's more like repentance than guilt. She's a victim of sexual abuse. It's easy to imagine the kind of training Matous has imposed on her.
Yep.
We don't need to read that part.
I mean, we know that. We absolutely know that, but...
Talking around it is one thing, Kirei. No need to go into detail.
I am going to remove the text for a moment. I know this feeling. It's just like when I found out Sakura was a master. I suddenly accepted the truth when I saw the command spell on her hand.
The girl tried to hide that fact from you, but always sought salvation. I don't know how long the abuse called inheritance of magic lasted. But what do you honestly think you can do now, when you stood by her side, completely oblivious for all that time?
Oh my god, Kirei.
That's what I mean by you not having the right to pray here. But if you still care for Matou, Sakura, leave. That's all you can do right now.
I removed the image thinking it was gonna go into more detail, but no, he's just calling Shirou out and like, you saw the bullshit that she was going through several times. You knew how far it could have gone and you did nothing about it, Shirou.
Fucked.
That is kind of a really... That's gonna fuck Shirou up, actually.
How is this route so much more traumatic?
I get up. It's not that he's talking me into it. Just that what he's saying is correct.
Hero now.
I shouldn't be here if I really care for Sakura. I shouldn't be allowed to care for Sakura when I can't think at all. I turn my back to the priest and head for the door.
Oh, I do not think I even need to mention this, but...
I don't have the composure to turn around. I stop, still facing the exit.
That incident you mentioned earlier. A woman was attacked when Matou Shinji still controlled Rider. She was saved thanks to you, but she would have died under normal circumstances.
I'm pissed. Somehow I understand why he's bringing this up now.
That's right. I need not mention who is at fault here. When servants attack people, the responsibility lies in the master.
Are you saying that Sakura's at fault?
Of course not. I'm only talking about the responsibility. I'm not talking about good and evil. In reality, that woman is alive because of you.
But if I made a wrong decision back then, Ryder would have killed that woman. That means...
Yes, this is about the future. If Matou Sakura recovers, it will be the same in the end. The same thing is bound to happen again, even if she regains her consciousness. Which one will you protect then?
We don't know when Sakura might do the same thing. I have nothing to say to him. I quickly make my way to the exit as if to run away from his words.
Amiya Shirou, do you remember why you became a master?
I grit my teeth and walk on. His words are an ultimatum.
You said you would be a superhuman. Then make your decision. Will you, or will you not, cast aside your own desires like Amiya Kiritsugu to protect your ideal and your belief?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You went in, bro!
I shut the door. The door to God's house is heavy like a cross. Oh my fucking god!
That was so good. Holy shit.
Oh.
I love Kira so much.
Oh my god! But like, he's doing it so intentionally to rile him up, but he's, you know, like, he is pointing out the hypocrisy here, right?
It's so good because, like, he's completely manipulating Shirou. He's completely, like, fucking him up. But also, he's making some really interesting points.
Oh my
He's
god.
giving him legitimate reason to think about the shit he's saying.
There is I am reminded of a part in Dungeon Meshi, but I don't know if you've gotten to that part just yet, but so I don't think I can say it.
Hard. Maybe we can talk about it after the stream.
Mhm.
But it's so interesting the way, like, Shirou is the kind of person to, like, stonewall you the second he, like, locks in. Like, if he decides that you are pushing against him too hard, he will stop listening to you. And Kirei just, like, hits all those perfect ways to talk around all of those, like, kill switches. It's really, really cool.
Oh my god. Their interactions in this route are giving me life. Just like telling him about Kiritsugu, seeing him test the ideals through putting in front of him the obvious questions that are happening around us.
The entire Mapo Tofu scene.
I fucking love that so much.
It's the way he just keeps going, do you want some?
Want some? No, I don't! I smell rain. The plaza's empty, and no one is visiting the church. There stands a man, waiting for me without his master. Archer? What are you here for?
Hello, sir?
Archer, I strangely don't wonder why he's here and why he's waiting for me. The Red Knight silently stares at me and closes his eyes once as if to part with something.
You know, right, Shirou? What you're fighting against and who you must kill.
He clearly states the question I must answer. His words freeze my heart. I know. I vowed to fight to stop the war, to stop masters who involve innocent people. That was my decision, and that is why I asked for Saber's help. I can't go back on my word. Then Sakura is the master I should be stopping first. I know, but I can't say anything. The knight in red remains silent. We stand there, staring at each other under the grey sky.
Then do as you wish. My goal has changed. Now that the thing has appeared, it is not the time to be caring about personal grudges.
What?
This is a warning. If you're going to protect the belief you've had until now, that's fine. But if you choose another path, there will be no future for Emiya Shirou.
Does that mean I'm going to die?
If you equate self-imprisonment with death, isn't that right? You've existed until now to let people live. If you throw away that oath and discard everyone to save one person.
His declaring words contain no scorn. Archer's words contain determination and emptiness.
I don't know which path Emiya Shirou will choose. But if you were to deny everything you've done to save one person, the crime will definitely judge you.
Archer leaps. Unable to stop him, I start down the hill, paralyzed by indecision. Oh my god! When I finally come back to myself, I'm sitting on the bench in the park. I don't feel like I'm going home, and I can't wait at the church. This park is far away from both. It's been a few hours since I found out Sakura is a master. Its location suits an indecisive guy like me. An answer. I have to come up with an answer, but my brain is so messed up that I can't even come up with what I should be thinking about. Yeah, this one.
Yep.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, I was thinking that. Shut up. Repeat it. I understand. I'm a magus, even if I'm just an amateur. I know what it means, and I can tell what Sakura has been through.
That girl tried to hide that fact from you, but always sought salvation. Someone who sat by, oblivious, has no right to care for her.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, I know! You don't have to tell me such a thing! Such a thing. Why couldn't I notice it? One of my back teeth cracks.
Ugh.
I grit my teeth too much to die. It's a wonder it didn't break until now. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! I grind on the bare nerves. Pain assails my brain, but it can't even drown out the hatred in my heart. A fire ignites inside of my head. Now that I know the truth, thinking about our time together drives me crazy. Sakura was smiling. She was always smiling gently. I never knew what kind of pain she went through, and I accepted her as a matter of course. I don't care if her smiles were real or fake. Makes me want to kill him, just thinking about what kind of pain was hidden behind the smiles. Matou Zouken! I can't forgive him. I don't need recompensation. I want to eliminate him and remove him from Sakura's life. Because everything is his fault. Sakura could have been able to live as a normal girl, and she could have never had a crest worm in her body if it wasn't for him. She couldn't have become a master, and Shinji couldn't have lost himself if Zouken didn't exist. So, if he had never existed, none of this would have happened. I punch the bench. The wound on my hand opens up, and blood drips down onto the white bench. I'm so sorry, Marlet. I give you big hugs. The clear colors transfer into my head. Oh, stupid. What would have happened if he didn't exist? I'm disgusted with my own foolishness. That has nothing to do with this. Why am I pushing the responsibility onto someone else? Why am I trying to make myself feel better? I won't deny that what Matou Zouken has done to Sakura. Just thinking about it disgusts me. It does... yeah. It doesn't lessen my guilt. I am the one who didn't notice. No matter what Zouken did, it's my fault for not noticing. No, it's not that I didn't notice, I just didn't try to notice. The night when I confronted Zouken, he said that Sakura was unrelated and I believed him. How stupid of me. Why did I believe his words? There's no way she could be unrelated when she is of the Matou family. On the night I lost Saber, I realized Matou Zouken is a monster who doesn't care about other people's lives. If that monster gave rider to Shinji, there's no way he'd do nothing to Sakura. But I believed his words because they were convenient for me. I could have easily realized it. It's something I could have guessed at with a little thought. That's why I wasn't surprised. Yeah, we don't need. There's certain, like, this is a very interesting conversation to be having. I am not skipping because I am denying the content of this visual novel. I am skipping because there are some things that I don't think YouTube likes.
We are TOS dodging, not criticizing the text.
Oh. If I realized, I'd have to fight. If Matou Zouken is evil, the superhero has to fight against him. No. It's clear what I must do. If Sakura is going to be Zouken's puppet and use Rider to indiscriminately attack people, it's clear what I must do. That's where I learn magic. I've been able to live because I have to save people from unreasonable disasters. Great stick, great stick. You've seen multiple people play through with just the mature text, never get bothered on YouTube. You may be overly cautious here, just in case. I am really nervous about the limits that YouTube is... like, we get it. We get it without having to necessarily go through the text there.
And also, just because somebody did it fine does not mean someone else will do it fine.
Yeah. Also, on a more personal and related note, I am supremely skeeved out by by this. I'm very uncomfortable. So this is also for my own mental health. I do hope you will forgive me. I've been able to live because I had to save people from unreasonable disasters. So it's clear. It's just like that Red Knight said.
Senpai, if I become a bad person...
I don't want to hurt Sakura, and I feel sympathy. But there can be no exceptions. No matter how important it is to me. If it could create a disaster like that time...
Yes, I wouldn't mind if you do so.
I just need to eliminate it. I shouldn't have to think twice, so why? Why am I desperately trying to keep myself from throwing up? I endured a nausea. How long has it been? I don't have time to be worrying about stupid things. Osaka said she'd be back when the surgery ends. The town smells like rain. I have to go back to the church before it starts raining. Find out how Sakura's doing and... Let's play, Shirou! I'm suddenly embraced from behind. Ilya? I can't tell without turning around. When I meet at this park is always the white girl.
Just when I thought we were safe.
Are you surprised? I had to greet you because I saw you. Not right now, Ilya. I am having a mental health crisis the size of fucking Fuyuki.
I'm sorry, can we play later? I'm having a mental health crisis.
Ilya laughs cheerfully.
So funny.
Oh god. Look at him too. One moment. Look at him too, like... Her innocence is painful right now. I know it's selfish of me, but I don't want anyone smiling in front of me right now. What's going on, Shirou? Why are you ignoring me? It's rude to keep looking down when a girl's talking to you. I wish she'd be quiet. I don't have the composure to talk with someone right now. Hey, Shirou, you have to listen when people talk to you. Ilya, I'm sorry, but I can't afford to do so right now. If you want to play, you will have to do it by yourself. Huh? I got to see you, so that's boring. You never came here after that day. If I let you go today, I bet you won't come again. You then promised to meet you here every day, and it's night already. And masters kill each other at night. My unkind words bring a renewed wave of nausea. I hate myself so much that I want to punch myself. I'm driving Ilya away so that I can be at ease. Why? You're not a master anymore, right? So I'm going to let you go for tonight. I'm not a master anymore, Ilya? There's nothing I don't know about. You lost Satyr and Rain was almost defeated by Ryder, but Ryder's master collapsed, so there are only 2 more left. Ilya speaks cheerfully. It looks like she knows about Sakura's condition, and... It's obvious now who's going to win. Rider's master will self-destruct and Archer isn't a big deal. No one can beat my berserker now that Saber's gone. See? So let's play. You're not a master anymore, so I'll specially invite you to my castle.
This feels like a not good situation.
Ilya hugs me without reserve. Seeing her innocent smile makes me so angry that... Shut up! I said I don't have such time. Go play by yourself if you want to play around. I push Ilya away in a fit of rage. Uh-oh. It's too late to regret what I've done. Ilya is standing there in shock. I can't tell without looking how shocking that must have been for her. I have pushed aside an honest, pure show of affection. It's like a parent rejecting a child. I have just ruined everything Ilya felt for me. Unable to hold her gaze, I look down. I'm sorry, Shirou. Oh, ma! Oh, she's being nice! Oh no, she's being nice! A small hand pats my head. Huh? Ilya, aren't you going to get mad? No. You're about to cry, Shirou. I don't know what happened, but it'd be too bad for you if I hate you. So I'll be your ally no matter what you do. My vision is covered in white. It's just one phrase. But that phrase washes everything away from my head. My ally? Yeah, it's natural to protect the ones you love, right? Even I know that. Someone's ally. Ilya easily tells me the motive to be on someone's side. I know what's right and what's wrong. What I protected until now, and what I want to protect right now. Ooh! Oh, that's so interesting! Oh! She is... clearing his mind of what he needs to do in this moment. I know which choice is correct and which is wrong. With that in mind, I...
Wait a second.
Oh!
That hit me. I don't know why, but that really hit me. I just need just like a second.
Oh my god, I'm on the verge of tears myself, don't worry. Oh my god.
Composure.
Oh, what is
Deep
your...
breaths.
Take your time, don't worry, just... Yeah, that hit you, huh? That hit you hard.
It hit me really hard, oh my god.
No, that's... I think if there's a moment to hit, this is perfectly the one, right?
Okay, deep breaths. So it is Sakura's route, but also our ideals are real important.
What do you think Shirou would decide in this here moment, right here, right now?
Right here, right now. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I'd probably persist in the ideals. I mean, we had a whole talk with ourselves about this, like, not an hour ago.
So you want to persist on being a superhero then?
Let's be a superhero.
Let's be a hero of justice. I know what's right. Thing that keeps me alive. I can't turn my back on the thing that has kept me alive. I'm sorry, Ilya. I can't follow such an obvious thing. I turn my mind into steel. That's it. The gastric juice coming up my throat, the pain in my stomach, and the tears in my eyes. Everything stops. I can't let my conviction waver. For the sake of everyone who could not be saved, I can't let any more people share in their fate. I see. So you're choosing the same method as Kiritsugu. You're about to cast away the person you love most for people you don't even know about. The man who turned away from the Einsberns for something he believed was right. I've chosen the same path. Ilya has been betrayed twice now. Not choosing Sakura also means not choosing Ilya. That's right. Kiritsugu and I are the same. If you want to curse someone, you can curse me. My mind has turned into steel. Getting scorned or cursed is not heavy for me at all. The silver-haired girl doesn't say anything. I have denied her wish, so now would be the time to take her revenge on Kiritsugu. But I pity you, Shirou. You're going to be deceiving yourself forever with that crying face of yours. Ilya tells me goodbye with a fading smile. It starts to rain. There's no one in the park. It should be over at the church by now. I open the door. Osaka is already here, standing in the corner of the chapel. She's not sitting down, but standing there, and I can see her determination. She has the cold face of a magus, saying Sakura will be her enemy if the crest worm isn't removed. Osaka doesn't look at me, and I have nothing to say to her either. The sound of rain echoes inside the chapel. How long was it?
The operation is complete. There's nothing more I can do.
Breaking the deep silence, Kotomine Kirei appears. So how's Sakura, Kirei?
I've done my best. That's all I can say.
The result is as expected. There was never a chance that Sakura could be saved.
Matou Sakura is sleeping. She should wake up tomorrow morning. What will you do as the successor of the Tosaka family, Rin?
I don't even need to say it. It's the supervisor's duty to eliminate a magus who has turned into a heretic. All the more so if the magus is a relative of mine. The back of the chapel. Osaka walks on, probably heading to the room Sakura is sleeping in. Aren't you going to stop me, Emiya-kun? Osaka turns back to me at the door. I reply with silence. So you won't mind even if I kill Sakura? I have nothing to say. But if I can take your place, I will. No, this is my role. I can't give you this role. Osaka opens the door and disappears inside.
I'm surprised. I thought you would stop her. Seems you are determined. The Holy Grail War will now return to normal. This is a bit disappointing, but I'm looking forward to the end.
It's there to look forward to. Are you predicting who will win?
Predict? There's no need to predict. You will win. Since you have cast away Matou Sakura, you will use any means possible to kill Matou Zouken, Ilya and Rin. I'm saying I look forward to how this will end.
Why? I won't fight Tosaka. There's no reason for me to stop her even if she's going to obtain the Holy Grail.
You will find her. You will be forced to find her when you find out about the true identity of the Holy Grail. Having killed Matou Sakura, Rin will go mad unless she obtains the Holy Grail. She will try to win for her belief, and you will try to destroy the Holy Grail for your ideal. You two are incompatible with each other now. You two shall act out the final stage of the Holy Grail War.
Oh my god. The priest leaves the chapel as well. The room Sakura and Tosaka are in. He knows what happened there is already over. Are you saying I will remain until the very end?
Of course. You are me a Kiritsugu now. There is no way you cannot win.
The priest has left. The only one in the chapel is a Shirou, with a mind of steel. The priest's words are true. I will continue fighting, defeat Zouken, Ilya and Tosaka, and destroy the Holy Grail. That is the end of this war. That is the responsibility I took when I swore I could be a hero of justice. It is the first price I have to pay to become my ideal. There's no need to talk about the obvious outcome. Miyashiro will turn his mind to steel and become a hero of justice. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that's so good.
Fuck, that's cool. He
Oh,
locks
that is
in. He locks in. He
got it
does
twisted.
the thing.
I can't say much this time. Just one result. Idiot. Hey there, don't complain. Oh my god. This Tiger Dojo is cancelled. We'll wait for you in another Tiger Dojo. Oh my god, they're not even going to joke about it.
That's such a fucking unique bad end.
Wow, that is technically just another ending, right?
Like, that's so fucked up. Like, you don't lose, you don't die, you win, and that's bad.
We won the Holy Grail War, and Shirou became the hero of justice, and that's bad. Oh my god, that's so good.
That's so good.
But as you mentioned, this is Sakura's route. Because it is true that Shirou is a hero of justice. He will do anything to save people. But the big thing about Shirou is saving anyone in front of him. The idea, he is someone who wants to save everyone. He's not someone who wants to simply save as many people as possible. If he doesn't protect the one person in front of him, the one that has been there for him all along, what is left for him?
I'm so glad I picked that other ending.
Yeah, honestly.
That added so much.
It's like... It's so good, because it's like, it puts so much, it's so good. Oh.
It shows you, literally, like, the shit Archer talks about. The unending clutching the ideals, like, that can, like, fuck you up. That can kill you if you don't stop to interpret it whenever you can.
But yeah, that is the, that is an ending in which fucking Shirou becomes as Archer, huh?
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, Fate's like the best shit ever.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, Kira was just like, nah, you would win. No, Kira wasn't just like, nah, you would win. He was like, of course you would win. You are a Miya Kiritsugu now. Like, that coming from him? Oh my god. Holy fuck.
That's so raw. That entire last, like that whole sequence after this choice was...
Yeah, no, he becomes even worse, actually. I'm sure I will regret it if I lie to myself and keep going. Where the responsibility lies, existence of good and evil. Losing Sakura will weigh more heavily on me than either of those things. I don't even need to think about it. I just want to protect Sakura. That's all. Yeah? It's a matter of course to protect the girl you like. Even I knew that. Right? And you're ally because you are that kind of person. Ilya smiles delightedly. Her innocence encourages me. I don't know if this is the right choice or not, but I do know I will not regret it. I'm sorry, Ilya. I have to get going. Yeah? I'll forgive you since you have that expression. Let's meet again, Shirou. Yeah. See you, Ilya, and thank you. Oh my god, it's such a cute, charming scene with Ilya too. Holy fucking shit.
I don't like that Ilya's winning me over.
I leave the park. I start running to the church as if to shake off my doubts. My answer is determined. I don't know how much Sakura supported me after my father died. I tried to see her as just another fellow student. I kept on deceiving myself because I wanted her to stay by my side. But such deception will no longer work. Emiya Shirou does not want to lose Matou Sakura. That's all. If I can think things through, I'll just have to trust in the only definite feeling I have. But within my determination,
if you want to protect just one person,
I can't shake off Archer's premonitory words. Rain starts. The winter rain mercilessly shoots down at me as I run. Oh, interlude?
I would say, Sadani, I still totally get it. I'm also, like, it's because they keep being weird about her. But whenever they're not doing that, she's compelling and well-written. But I can't shake the shit that made me uncomfortable.
Dragging sounds. These sounds are familiar. They are the sounds of crawling worms. This place is familiar as well. The dark, damp, secret room. An underground mausoleum. This green room is the first room given to her after she was adopted by the Matou family. A lone figure stands in the center of the room. It may not be human, but its appearance is that of a human. This figure called for her, commanding her to fight in Matou Senji's place. She was prepared for this. At the very least, she accepted the possibility up until 2 days ago. But now her determination is gone. Once she discovered that Emiya Shirou is a master, her will to fight left her. She visited the Emiya household to keep watch over him. But Emiya Shirou did not have the aptitude to become a master, and he had no knowledge of the Holy Grail War. That fact became clear at once. Thus, there was never a reason to keep watch over him. He stayed as his underclassman, using the role of keeping watch over him as an excuse. She had an optimistic view that there would be no need to fight him. Although she knew her true identity may be revealed at some point, she never dreamed that they would end up fighting one another. So how did it come to this?
Grandfather, do all the masters need to be killed?
She knows what the old man's reply is going to be. She knows, but she can only ask. But, well, you can keep one or two as playthings if you like. All I want is their servants. After stealing them, you may turn the masters into your toys or puppets. The old man's answer is not what she expected. Huh? You not understand? I said there is no need to kill all the masters. We will eliminate those that are dangerous to keep alive, but those who will not be obstacles can be spared. It is the wish of my cute granddaughter, so I shall be a bit flexible, even if this is our greatest desire. Hearing his words, she lowers her guard a bit. The old man becomes strangely kind sometimes. When teaching her the family's magic, he's an inhuman monster as cruel as a beast. But sometimes, when they're talking, he becomes just a good-natured old man. But she cannot be deceived. She does not know if this is a whim or a calculated act of kindness. Moreover, she knows she will end up fighting him if she agrees. Even if she does not have to kill him, just having to fight him is bad enough. Is that still not enough? You're a traveling one. That cowardice will prevent you from ever obtaining what you desire. Look, this is a good opportunity. If you want something, take it by force. Sakura, how long do you plan to remain a mere watcher? Reach out and claim what you desire. You have the power and the right. She does not answer. First of all, there is nothing she wants. She admires him, but she would never expect him to accept her. She's tainted. She's not suited for him. Someone more appropriate should stand next to him. All she wanted was to be by his side until that time came. Jesus fucking Christ, Sakura. Oh my
honey.
God. It will all be ruined if she wishes for anything more. Not only her. He too will come to a bad end.
Grandfather, I cannot fight. I will give Ryder to Nissan.
She speaks with a trembling voice, prepared for her grandfather's animosity. She knows what it means to disobey him. Her body trembles. The fear makes her want to cry. But it is not her grandfather's anger that she fears. All she fears is that she will be unable to bear it, and in the end she will do as he commands. It cannot be helped, I suppose. I cannot force you and lose my valuable successor. I shall remain an observer as well in this war. She gasps. She does not know how serious he is, but he has accepted her excuse. The trembling goes away, replaced by a warm sense of relief. Put into that defenseless mind. It is a bit disappointing. Looking at all the masters in this war, the daughter of Tosaka is looking pretty good. The unlikely might happen if luck favors her. Enters the old man's disappointed voice. Evil enters at that time. She knows it intuitively. Nessan will certainly win. She is that kind of a person. She obtains everything she wants and passes through as if it's natural. Nessan will take everything she wants without even a glance towards her, the one standing in place. Then, Nessan shall win. Her body turns cold as ice. She doesn't care about that. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to it. She's used to such treatment. Nessan will take it all. Nessan is going to eliminate everything, the pain she went through, the bright future ahead of her, and the only person she can rely on. The ground wavers beneath her. The words make her dizzy and nauseous. Her chest is hurting. Something unpleasant assails her, as if a needle is in her chest. It has started raining. The chilly winter rain mercilessly beats against the gutters. So that was the first fucking interlude we saw, but like extended and through the actual perspective of the people in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. She slowly opens her eyes. It seems she was dreaming about what happened a few days ago. She's sleeping on an operating table in a room made of stone. In front of her is a black priest she has never seen before.
You are finally awake. Do I need to explain to you what is going on, Matou Sakura? No, it's my body. I know all about it.
She answers simply. She does not focus on him, but on the sound of the rain against the walls.
Alright, then get changed quickly. Tosca-rin and Amir Shirou are waiting in the next room. We have to explain your situation to them. You cannot run after that if you were in that state, right? Are you going to let me run away? That's your decision. I merely helped you. It is not for me to plan your actions for you. Well, it was a waste for me to save you if you die. I do want you to remain until the very end, though. Why is that? It's more fun that way. Toscarin and Shirou will suffer more if you live. It is delightful, the more sufferers there are. It's just plain text.
The priest turns his back after he answers. The priest will go to the chapel now. He does not look back at her, hugging her knees on the operating table.
Well, will they kill you or let you live? You may wait here if you're interested in their decision, though it does not look it. This building has a flimsy structure. For some reason, you can hear all the conversation going on in the chapel.
He smiles and leaves.
Senpai, what should I do?
She embraces her niece. The quiet weeping is drowned by the sound of rain. Jesus fucking Christ on a fucking bike.
It's a bad time to be any of these characters.
Sakura, do you know how fucking boring my job is? I really gotta savor this. I open the door. Hosakai's already here, standing in the corner of the chapel.
It's the same as the other scene, but she's wearing the other outfit.
She's not sitting down, but standing there, and I can see her determination. She has the cold face of a magus, saying Sakura will be her enemy if the crest worm isn't removed. Hosaka doesn't look at me, and I have nothing to say to her either. The sound of rain echoes inside the chapel. How long has it been?
The operation is complete. There's nothing more I can do.
Oh god, she probably heard Shirou say that he doesn't care and is willing to kill her in the other ending. Jesus fucking Christ. She would. Breaking the deep silence, Kotomine Kirei appears. Kirei? What happened to your magic crest?
You can tell. As you can see, I used all of it on Matou Sakura's treatment.
Oh god? You used all of it? Osaka's astonished. I don't get it. All I can tell is that something happened to Kotomine's magic crest and Tosakai is surprised about it? You understand? We're talking about a magic crest here. Why does something you built up for generations go away in just a few hours?
It could not be helped. The crest I received from my father is not permanent, like the one you have. It is a consumption type that goes away the more I use it. We've never been a family of magi to begin with. You can think of it as a lower rank command spell.
And you really...
Yes, I used up all of it for the treatment. It was the extraction of an 11-year-old pus. It should not be surprising that it took all of my remaining crest.
We both gasp. The priest is saying he used all of his magic crest to treat Sakura. Osaka's expression tells me how valuable the compensation was. Kotomine threw away all of his fortune for Sakura. Kotomine?
What? Do not tell me it's troubling for you. You two are the ones who told me to save her. I merely answered your wish.
He spent all of that just because it could be funnier for her to live. He's a fucking twisted man. No, it's not troubling at all. Thank you.
Do not thank me. You'll take it back later anyways.
Take it back later? Does that mean... How's Sakura? You did that much, so...
She escaped death, but it's just temporary. I was able to remove most of the crest worm, but some parts were buried too deeply to be removed. Some of it is eaten into the nerves. I can extract it all if I remove her heart, but that will kill Matou Sakura as well. All I could do was remove the crest worm that did not metabolize with her nerves, decreasing her pain and the pressure from Zouken. Her life should have ended tonight, but I prolonged it on a whim. Well, it will all be a vain effort if the worm in her nerves start moving again.
And Sakura is...
It means nothing has changed. She will have no problem living normally, but Zouken can easily drive her berserk. That old man can force her to fight whether she wants to or not. In short, she is a bomb with a lit fuse.
I'd be lying if I said I'm not agitated. But I'm not surprised or puzzled. I've made my decision already. I chose to be on Sakura's side no matter what happens, no matter what state she's in. I see. Then there's only one thing left to do. I'm sorry for making you use your crest. Tosaka starts to walk. I instantly understand what she's going to do. Stop, Tosaka! I grab Tosaka's hand and stop her. What? Talk to me later. What are you saying? Are you planning to kill Sakura? Hey, it's something that has to be done. Didn't you come here prepared for that? I'm not prepared for such a thing. I came back for Sakura. I see. I get your point. You are going to protect Sakura over other people, right? Yeah, don't say I'm mistaken. If you're going to kill Sakura, I will stop you. Stop me? I think not. You can't even move an inch, let alone stop me. You can't interfere no matter how badly you want to protect her. Tosaka's voice contains no emotion. And... huh? I tried to react and realized that I can't even move a finger. Tosaka, you? You said I can't say you're mistaken. But you did make a mistake. If you wanted to follow your own path, you shouldn't have given me the right to decide. My heart beats loudly. No, it's not my heart, but the vine made right beside my heart. It's nothing. It was an ideal answer. I'm not satisfied, but that's what you say, that's how it will be. Curse of coercion. Yes, it was just horseplay, but I never thought it could come in handy like this. You can't go against me from the moment you swore absolute obedience to me. You made a contract with me instead of making a promise. Instead of being my ally, you chose to be my servant. Huh? I'm going to go kill Sakura, Miyakun, but don't get me wrong. You couldn't have stopped me even if you didn't have the Gias. Gias? Gias. This is my duty. You're not at fault here. Tosaka! Oh! I can't even tell her to wait. Tosaka leaps. No way. Why? I still can't move. Damn it! Don't kid me! Why? I struggle with all of my might. I have to free myself quickly. I fight the binding, hope it's not too late. And suddenly, I'm free once again. My feet won't move to follow her. Though I've been freed, I'm still frozen in place. And then I understand. My body stopped moving when I defied Tosaka. Then, have I been freed because there's no longer a need to hold me here? Sakura! My legs give way. Without a place to go, my mind breaks. My vision loses light and stains the church black. Emiya Shirou is in weightlessness. I threw away my previous ideal to protect Sakura. It's a new path that I can't yield to anyone. But I've already lost the person on whom I depended. The fight will continue. The Holy Grail War will continue. and I will end the war along with Tosuga, the one who killed Sakura. But that is no longer my concern. Miyashiro's position has been eternally lost. From now on, I must continue onward with neither a guide nor a goal. Jesus Christ!
My tummy hurts.
Yes, we shouldn't have gotten that one, guess. Hi, Taiga. Abandoned your ideal to save someone and then failed to save them immediately. Yeah. Heartless Collection, the evil bill collector. Us getting straight from the underground kingdom after carelessly signing a contract. Yeah, man, these contracts sure are scary. They pulled your leg when it counts, even when you don't mean it. Don't get tricked by such sales, okay, everyone? The scariest things are always right next to you when you don't expect them. Right, Ilya-chan? Stop it, that's embarrassing. I don't know why, but I feel bashful if you stare at me so much. Beat her. See? She's scary. So the cause of this death is your contract with Tosaka-san. She makes unreasonable demands of you, but there is one thing you should not say yes to. Try starting over from the beginning of day 9. And I also hear that her affection point goes up if you go against one of her questions. Oh, as expected from the heroine candidate returning from the main storyline. You have awesome information. I thought we promised not to say that. Well, this is the last Tiger Dojo in day 9. What lies ahead is a hell filled with dead ends. Wait, what? What do you mean? What is after this? What? What do you mean?
It's the most ominous shit I've ever read.
No, what do you mean this is the final? Face the battles with care. See ya? What the fuck do you mean?
I don't like the idea that we're being warned in the silly aftercare dojo that this is a turning point where everything gets worse.
Wait.
Wait. I'm so tense right now. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is not the one. This is the one. I need Tosuka's help. Choice, here we go. I don't mind cooperating, but will you do as I tell you? Will you obey me no matter what I tell you to do during the battle? So, she said that one of the options gave us an affection point if we refuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay, so this one is a yes. And now we say no to the second one. I won't betray you, of course, but I'm not sure about that last part. What do you mean by things turning out ugly? That's obvious, right? I'm talking about dying or coming close to it. You have nothing to give me, so you need to be prepared for such a thing, right? Or what, are you saying I should conveniently give you whatever you ask with nothing in return? You got me, Tosuka. Of course I'm not playing around right now. It's not worth it for me unless you show that much determination. Okay, I'll try my best. And now, will you give her your absolute obedience? No way. No way! I'll admit that your instructions are better as Omegas, but I'm sure you make mistakes once in a while. Hey. Hey,
Yeah?
that's exactly what you said, right?
Yeah. Almost identical.
If you say something ridiculous, I can't just obey you. I'll protest if I think you're wrong. That's what it means to cooperate, right? Of course, I can't cooperate with you unless that's the case. I tend to do things my own way, so I need someone to act as my brakes.
She just admits it.
It will be helpful if you can take that role. Huh? I'm a bit disappointed. I expected disagreeing to spark an argument, but Tosaka is nodding in satisfaction? Then, here's the last question. I'll help you as much as I can if it's something I can do and you can do. But can't you do the same, even if in the opposite case? Something I can do that you can't? Is there such a thing? Is it possible that she can't cook and needs my help? That's the first thing that comes to mind, Shirou.
I love real life Shirou so much.
Hey, come on and answer, since this is the most important question. Yes or no, quick. Well, it will help me out if you can give me a specific example. I'm asking if you will let me win or not. He says with her cheeks blushing as if she's sulking. It looks childish, completely unlike Tosaka. But, yeah. I'll let you win since I'm cooperating with you, I promise. It's actually really cute. Then we'll meet at the front gate after school. We're going to have club activities at my place starting today. Club activities at your place? Yep, we're cooperating, so I need to teach you how to fight by yourself, right? Well, I know from what I've already seen that you're an amateur, so you will be working overtime every day. Well, I don't mind, and that's actually helpful, but is that starting today? Of course, I had to figure out your ability and determine our plan from tonight on. This is the same, I think. You'll be going home late, but it's no problem since you live alone, right? Oh, well, that's true, but how do you know that, Tosaka? I thought so because there wasn't anyone at your house when I treated your wound before. Anyway, that's how it's going to be, so you just have to wait for me at the front gate. Sus. Tosaka waves goodbye and runs off. It's Friday today. Classes run to 6th period, so we'll be going home at 3 o'clock. This is bad. I told Sakura I'd be coming home early, but I can't cancel Tosaka's proposal on the very first day. I feel bad for Sakura, but I'll go with Tosaka for today. Well, she isn't the devil, so she might let me go home early if I tell her about Sakura, right? And then he never fucking told her until he was already way deep into it. So, oh!
Pity.
This is new. If we don't get the gas. Oh? Tosaka's analysis ends rather quickly. She lit an incense, did something like tarot fortune telling, and asked me a few personality assessment-like questions. And Tosaka says, you don't correspond to anything? Further testing would be useless. And quickly gives up diagnosing my magic circuit. Does that mean you can't tell? Excuse me, I found out that you're not related to the 5 elements. Any more consecration is out of my expertise, so it's useless to keep going. I'll just see what magic you can use and figure it out from there. A lot of this may be familiar text. I can imagine. I wish this was the remake because it could tint every already seen text green. And we could just check the new stuff.
We get nothing.
The Ether Cluster. Nico. The meat that keeps growing. Like Shirou with Avalon. Strengthening magic on the clay. Can't fail in front of Tosaka. 2 out of 3, 10 times. Yeah, this is the same. Tosaka asked me a few questions while I cast strengthening magic. Self-taught. Right, this is when she's like, what the fuck did Kiritsugu tell you to do? Because I'm such an amateur. I'm surprised you're still alive with the way you're doing things. Is she glaring at me? Let's go back to what we were talking about. Is it true that the things you projected are still in your shed? Yeah? Yep. This is when she realizes that projection is like the thing. Turn the switch on and off. Stay overnight. You mean here? Yeah, this is the same. Almost 5, yeah. I should. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, we get a choice.
We didn't even get a choice last time. We obviously are going to go check on Sakura because we know for a fact the other one is a fucking dead end. Considering I can't leave Sakura by herself.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so interesting. We had a choice there all along if we hadn't like, oh my god. That's so interesting.
It's so fun seeing like the way things go when you do them properly as opposed to when you fuck them
Yeah.
up.
And this should be the exact same. We're no longer contract logged. So we get extra choices apparently. Then she tells us to just keep going. So it was all the same dialogue, it just had a break in the middle. Rejection, not strengthening, side that creates, this is the same, yeah. And now the transition to what would be the interlude. Sakura getting kidnapped, yep. It's about Sakura. Pull on Tosaka's hand. Save Ren. Sisters. What should I protect? I want to protect Sakura. And we are here. We are so back.
I don't know,
We can-
somehow it still feels Jover.
I came back for Sakura. If you're going to kill her, then I will stop you. Imagine if this was also fucking bad end. I don't think it is, though.
You've got me worried all of a sudden.
And nearly 2 hours in, we undo a landmine we set last time, yeah? Then what are you going to do, huh? Look, Sakura can't live unless she fights as a master. He has to absorb other people's magical energy to survive. And you see how this will end? Killing her here is for her own good. No way, why are you jumping to conclusions when she hasn't done anything yet? How could I not? If this were just about Sakura, then there'd be hope. But it's not, is it? That damn old man holds her life, and she's his puppet as long as he lives. You think he's ever going to let her go? That's See? You understand. Zouken will never give her a moment's peace. Then, if she's going to go through endless torment with no hope of escape, all we can do is kill her here and minimize the number of victims. Sakura and all the people Sakura will kill will be saved. Unlike you, I can't endanger everyone while clinging to a forlorn hope. The weakness to delay your decision is going to hurt her even more. Hosoka's right. It's not that death itself is salvation. But if our goal is to save people, her solution is the best. Any other idea could just be a selfish mistake. 10 people will die if we don't do anything. But if we can save 9 by sacrificing 1, then...
God, I love the trolley problem.
That's the reality I have always tried to deny, but have known deep within my heart to be true. No, you're mistaken. Emiya-kun? I won't let there be any victims. You're the weak one jumping to conclusions before even trying. Don't kid me! Do you know what that means? Save Sakura. What does that mean? Are you going to save both her and the people she's going to kill? Don't make me laugh. You can't do such a thing alone. No, I can't. But I'm going to protect Sakura. I'll think about what the result may be starting now. I see. Then you're my enemy. Let go of me, or you're going to be blown away. Hey, hello, realism. Go ahead, but Tosaka, Don't think everything will go your way. Oh boy. Our hands tighten on each other. Mine is from tension. Tosaka says, well, I want to believe hers is because of tension too. It's give and take, but we can't back down because we both have things we believe in and What the? Huh? Outside the chapel. We hear the sound from the next room and exchange looks. You hear that, Emiya-kun? A window broke, and after that...
Running footsteps. The only ways out of here are through this chapel or the back door. What's she doing, breaking the window to go outside? Oh, I see. Most windows here have fixed fittings. She had to break it to get out. For someone who's still recovering, she's pretty violent.
Recovering? Do you mean Sakura?
Who else? From the room she was in, you can somehow hear everything said in the chapel. I'm sure she fled when she heard you discuss killing her.
What?
Forgive me, it's a structural defect.
Surely it's a defect.
Surely it is a simple mistake.
Don't lie, you fake priest. I'm sure it's intentional. Tosaka shakes off my hand and starts running. She runs not to the room, but to the door leading outside. Tosaka! We'll talk later. Finding Sakura comes first. Jeez, where is she going to go in her condition? She quickly opens the door and runs outside. Tosaka goes into the rain without an umbrella. I don't have any time to lose either. I don't know where Sakura went, but she can't be left by herself now.
Wait, I don't mind if you plan to search for Matou Sakura, but there is something I forgot to tell you.
Surely forgot and not omitted deliberately waiting for this opportunity.
No, of course, he makes many simple mistakes.
But I do not have time for one of your long speeches.
Do not say that. This is important. I will be troubled if I do not tell you. Rin ran off without listening to me, so I need to tell somebody. Do I not?
This is about Sakura.
Yes. She does not have long to live. The crest worm continues to corrupt her body as we speak. It is easy to extract it, but her body would never withstand the shock. It's like pulling out 4/10 of her nerves. She would die as a human being before the pain caused her to die of shock. But leaving her alone will lead to the same result. The loss of magical energy is slowly eroding her sanity. Soon she will lose all sense of self. Once that happens, she will be nothing more than a rampaging master. She will sacrifice many people to maintain her servant. And when the strain becomes too much to bear, she will self-destruct. In short, you cannot save that woman, no matter what you do.
Notice how he waited until Shirou's resolve was made to drop this one.
Oh yeah. God, I love Carrie so much, oh my god.
He's so fucking good. I feel dizzy, as though I'm looking into a strobe lamp.
Broken things do not repair themselves, and lost things never return. If you wanted to save her, you should have done so 11 years ago. Do you still intend to save her, Shirou? She will die in the next few days no matter what we do. Is there a meaning in saving such a person?
I can't breathe. I can barely stand under the impact of his words. I don't know anything about that. But you saved Sakura. Isn't that reason enough?
Well, I only treated her out of duty. I cannot turn away someone who came seeking help.
Don't lie. You would not use your magic crest just out of duty. I don't know why, but you wanted to save Sakura. You didn't want to let her die, I feel the same way too. I glare at the priest. He must understand, because he nods slightly.
Yes, then hurry. Rin will surely kill Matou Sakura if she finds her first. Provide that lost child with shelter before that happens.
He doesn't need to tell me. Turning my back to him, I follow Tosaka into the rain. Oh my god.
I love that he waits to drop that bomb.
And now we got this music. My breath is white. Under the cold winter rain, my breath seems to freeze and blow back against my face. Sakura. There's no one on the road. The street lamps light up the night in vain, and I run without aim. I'm going to find Sakura. It's not just the premonition that something terrible is going to happen if I don't find her quickly. I just want to hold her hand right now and feel her warmth. I run blindly. I don't know where she went. Sakura no longer has any place to go. There's no place for her at my house, nor the Matou household. She has to be wandering in the night. She shouldn't have gone far. If you needed to find shelter where there weren't any people, it's a wild guess. But the only thing I can do right now is to check every one of the possibilities. I crossed the bridge. Sakura wasn't around the Shinto station, and I didn't hear anything about a girl like Sakura being there. Even though it's night, it's not so late that places will be deserted. There weren't many, but I saw a few people walking about. But if none of them saw Sakura, maybe she avoided Shinto and went back to Miyama City. She's probably still in her school uniform, so she would stand out in this rain. If she wanted to avoid attention, she could head to Miyama City. That's what I'm thinking as I run through the rain when... Sakura. I come to a stop. Under the bridge. Sakura is standing alone on the dark, desolate brick road. I go down to the park. Does she notice me? Sakura is looking down while exposing her body to the rain. I can't think of anything to say to her. All I can do is take her home. Sakura. I call out to her as I approach.
No, please don't come.
And Sakura refuses with desperateness I've never seen before. I stop. Sakura is still looking down, tightly clutching her skirt in her hands. She looks like a criminal, mortified by her actions. It's heartbreaking. I can't go any closer. I feel that I shouldn't until she raises her head. Sakura. One moment. I usually keep the voices down to actually speak them in English, but let us listen to what Sakura's voice actress does.
Please go home. If you come near me right now, I don't know what I'll do.
Her voice is shaking. She's trembling because of the cold rain and her feelings of guilt. I can't erase them from her. All I can do is... Let's go home. You haven't recovered from your cold yet, right? Extend my hands.
Senpai.
Sakura's wet hair sways. Sakura bites her lips.
You go. Where can I go back to now?
Her voice is heavy with self-loathing. Sakura.
It's fine, Senpai. You don't need to force yourself to care for me. Because you know already, right? You heard what I am. You heard what's going on with my body, didn't you? Then this is
Well, Elber, her white breath tells me the end of her sentence. Don't say such a stupid thing. What I heard is unimportant. The only Sakura I know is the one I've been with. So why does it have to end because of something like this?
Because it will end. I'm not the kind of girl you think I am, senpai.
I need you to know this is the censored version.
Beautiful.
I've been continuously touched by unknown things ever since I was adopted as a kid.
I heard that. I heard that.
It sure is city living out here.
Sakura's nails dig into her elbow. It's a masochistic action, as if punishing the dirty stains on her body.
It's not the only thing. I'm a magus of the Matou family, and I've been hiding that fact from you. I didn't tell you when I became a master, and I pretended not to know anything when you brought Saber-san over. Don't you see? It would have been so much more convenient, and you wouldn't get mad at me that way, right?
Sakura!
But I'm really stupid. I shouldn't be able to deceive you, but I thought I could. I thought it was fine, even with my grandfather's worms in me. I thought I wouldn't lose. I held myself firm, but I easily lost. Sorry, that line threw me off.
Don't worry.
The stuff that was splashed on me was something like suggestion. It's not poison or anything. That's all it took to make me go crazy and hurt you. Tosaka-senpai is right. I'm a coward, I'm a crybaby, I'm selfish. I knew this was going to happen, but I couldn't disobey my grandfather or end it myself.
I like that there's so many sprites here just with the rain. Like, the detail of all of the sprites being rained on is very good.
Like it. You can tell how important this scene was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be hurt or scared. I value myself more than others, so I couldn't find the courage to kill myself.
Jesus Christ, Sakura. She's crying. Sakura is crying. She's crying and doesn't know what to do, which makes her cry even harder. Feeling her pain, I regret what I've done. I have never seen her cry before. The reason behind those tears. Why didn't I realize sooner that she can only cry when condemning herself? Don't cry, Sakura.
You see, everything is my fault. I'm just a puppet for my grandfather, and I could go crazy any minute now. Sooner or later, I'll do something terrible. So where can such a person go, senpai?
Sakura corners herself. Nobody's condemning her. That's why she has to do so herself. She has to say she is the evil one. She has to condemn herself and punish herself. So don't cry. Sakura once said it. That she's a coward who needs someone to lead her by force. I finally understand what she meant. Someone I want to protect. Someone important to me. Someone I never thought I would lose. I don't want her to cry anymore. I had to take her hand and lead her to a place in the sun. So I should now.
Sorry, senpai. I've been deceiving you all this time. I never really believed I deserved to be with you. Every day I thought about ending it all, just acting like a stranger from that day on. I'd just pass by you in the hallway, ignore you after school, go home alone at night, and forget everything that happened.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry.
Oh.
Like, actually really crying.
Yeah, no, if she'd done that, I would have gone crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
But I couldn't. My body trembled at the pure thought of it. And it was really frightening. It was scarier than the time I decided to die, and I couldn't stop myself from going to your house. I was scared of deceiving you, scared to stop deceiving you, and everything around me was scary. I couldn't move at all, and I didn't know what to do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah?
I'm fucking sobbing over here. Give me this.
Don't worry. But I believe this is for the best. Sakura says I should have never learned about anything about this. But if that were the case, she could have just kept on crying.
You're stupid, right? You would have eventually found out, but it's too late now, and I can never go back to your house. I thought every night I should get away from you before it happened. It's for your own good, and I knew I would stop crying at night, but...
I can't let her cry anymore. If Sakura has to blame herself because nobody will blame her.
But I still wanted to hide it from you. I wanted to protect my time with you. That was the only meaningful thing for me, so why?
Even if nobody could forgive her, I would keep forgiving her in her place. Yeah, no, okay. Oh, the music. Okay. I embrace her cold body. My arms are terribly unreliable. I can't hold her tightly, nor can I pull her close. I can't save Sakura. I want her to be with me and I can only stay by her side. Awkwardly, I wrap my arms around her. Even if this is all I can do right now, my determination is definite and firm. Don't cry. I understand you're a bad person now. She gasps. Sakura is confused, torn between guilt and regret. To deny those feelings, I tell her what I truly feel. I'll protect you. No matter what happens, even if you try to kill yourself, I will protect you, Sakura. I promise, I will be your hero of justice.
Oh! No! My heart!
Oh! Sure! Sure! I hold her a bit tighter. Okay, that is the one that did it. That is the one that folded over. Even if it's just a touch. I do so to tell her that my oath is more firm than anything. How much effect did it have? The stubbornness flows out of Sakura and her shoulders relax. No matter what she says, Sakura is still the same. Her sensation and her warmth are the same. Her breaths are white and the pouring rain has turned to a drizzle. In the freezing night,
Senpai, I'll probably end up hurting you.
her words sound like a confession. The rain is stopping. The night is cold as midwinter and Sakura doesn't try to free herself from my arms. And
I'm going to hurt you, Senpai. But
I want to stay like this. A tear trickles down her cheek as she says it. And with that, the choice is made. Something decisive has ended. I don't know if this is love or not, but a premonition lingers in the back of my mind, telling me that the end of this love will not be compensation. He says, I will become a hero of justice only for you. It is not from the older translation, because this is the older translation. There's no new translation for this one, except the actual localization. So that must have been the, Jesus fucking Christ, though.
Yeah, I need a sec.
No, let me drink. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, no, they...
Oh my god.
Yeah? Oh my god.
So that was like the most beautiful thing I've ever read. That was raw. It pulled no punches, and it hurt. It hurt so bad, and
Yeah?
it made me cry.
If we do be having feeling.
I'm having feeling right now. That was beautiful. That was genuinely just beautiful. I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah. It is... I feel like that is such a thesis for this route. That is the pivotal point of where the route is heading. In the Fate route, we had the relationship between Shirou and Saber, and seeing how Saber, their ideals coincided and their traumas were very similar, and them building each other up, and Shirou helping her come to terms with something while he pushes on with those ideals. In Unlimited Blade Works, you had the whole internal Shirou mess between Shirou and Shirou from the future, and what it actually meant to be a hero of justice, and where that path led, and the resolve to keep going. It's never a mistake. It's never a mistake. It's never a mistake.
It's never a mistake. And then this one is like, it's shifting the focus to something more specific, that you have to be the hero for the people in your life that need you.
It is, he was so focused on becoming the hero of everything that he ignored the one person that has been next to him suffering in silence for for like 2 years and a half at this point.
It's genuinely gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so compelled.
Oh my god.
I have not cried that hard since, like, over Fate, since the, like, Saber's last lines in the Fate route.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hit me so hard.
Yeah, no, that is...
I just started thinking about it again. I teared up a second time. Like, oh my god.
That is fucking gorgeous. God. I can't... I also, like, I have to say, like, the just, like, wording and the, like, the way the entire story is expressed and delivered is really good. Because, and, like, I was feeling the emotions, but I was still not crying until he said specifically the line about a hero of justice. Because that has been hammered home through so many hoops in all of the routes in different little ways and different moments, and seeing it here as for you specifically. Wow.
That was so beautiful. Oh my god.
The rain has completely stopped by the time we returned to the house. We've been holding hands ever since we left the park. We calmed down as we walked, and by the time we got to the hill, we were actually embarrassed, but in the end, we didn't let go even for a moment. Huh? Light at the door is on. Did you come back here, Sakura?
I don't think it's me. It might be Fujimura-sensei.
Oh yeah. We go to the door hand in hand. Her cold hand has become warm. I'm relieved to feel the warmth of her life, and I enter my house as if I've just come home from school.
I'm so worried it's gonna be Jessica. Fuck!
Welcome home? I know it was rude, but I came in without your permission. Tosaka!
Tosaka-senpai.
Yes? I guess you could come back here eventually, but I didn't think it was going to be both of you. Well, I thought it might be possible in your case. I quickly push Sakura behind me and confront Tosaka. Tosaka, you still... Of course. I can't leave Matou Sakura alone as a Magus of Tosaka. The association will be after me if I don't punish her as the supervisor of Fuyuki. It will be too late then. I do not care about your circumstances. Sakura hasn't done anything yet. If you still want to do something to her, you will have to silence me first. You're right. You're a free Magus that doesn't belong to the association. So it might be good to discipline you here. I'm going to kill Sakura. I will kill you too if you get in my way. My senses become alert. Tosaka's fingertip. Once it moves, that will signal the start of the battle. I'll escape outside with Sakura before Tosaka can finish her spell. After that, I'll decide what to do after that on the spot. For now, I'm going to concentrate on getting away from here. Difference in our skills. I can't even spare to think about what I might do against Archer, who should be here. Tosaka's lips start to move, and I notice she's merely speaking, not casting a spell.
Stop. Please stop, my son.
Sakura jumps in between us. Sakura.
Senpai's right. So far, he's the only one I've heard. So if he's forgiven me, I shouldn't be punished yet.
That is a radical change in your mindset, honey.
Interesting.
Hey now, do you really understand the state your body's in? How can you say that?
I can say it. I'm still fine. Are you serious, Tosaka-senpai? Senpai isn't a master anymore. Saber-san's gone, and he's just my senpai now. But you're saying you're going to kill him?
Also, one moment, just for convenience, because the voice acting moment is done.
Good call.
Of course, it doesn't matter whether or not he's armed. If he's planning to get in my way, I will have to dispose of him.
And if you're still going to fight Senpai, I'm going to fight you. I won't lose to you as Rider's master.
Sakura is trembling, but she confronts Tosaka with the utmost courage. Is she surprised by Sakura's determination? Or does she think it's disadvantageous to fight here? I see. If you can say something like that, then fight on and win the war as a master. Come to think of it, there is one way that you could be saved. You would easily be able to disenchant Zouken's bindings if you obtain the Holy Grail.
Tosaka-senpai.
It's not that I'm letting you go. We'll have our chance to fight as masters. I'm just saying this isn't the appropriate place. She passes by us. My surprise, she doesn't show any enmity as she passes us. Osaka! So our alliance only lasted a day, huh? We can't cooperate as long as you are protecting Sakura. Don't forget, we don't know when Sakura might run wild. It's your own fault if you die when that happens, But since you took her in, you'd better make sure you're the only victim. She leaves without turning around. Yeah, Curtis, you're being definitely extremely too much against Rin. She is acting as a Magus. That's the thing. She's acting as a Magus, but she's taking every option she has as an out to not go through with it.
Yeah, like she's doing what she thinks she has to do, but she got an out. She jumped.
We also have seen this exact same behavior with her fighting Shirou, and then stopping immediately as something happens in the school. We've seen this exact same thing, but she was then warming up to us. This is the other side. She's desperate not to have to do this, yeah.
Yeah, like Rin dissociates through the pain of needing to do what needs to be done. But the second that's no longer what needs to be done, she balks.
Mm-hmm.
Senpai,
Don't look so worried, you idiot. That's her way of being ironic. It's her hobby to make fun of people. I do my best to cheer Sakura up as we go into the hallway. We're both freezing, so we should quickly get changed and warm ourselves up. Since you took her in, you'd better make sure you're the only victim. That means that when she kills me, I have to kill her as well. Osaka left, leaving me with what I must do at the very least. Jesus fucking Christ! That will never happen. I keep convincing myself as we head to the living room.
Oh my god, I love Sakura so much. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Our class. Also, please do not allude to anything that happens later on, Curtis. You specifically have been very much hammering that about Tosaka during the beginning of this, so stop, please. Our class hands are really warm. Sakura is here, alive. That's all I care about now. I can't make Sakura uneasy by worrying about other things, but... Oh? Wait. I think Sakura's hand is too warm. Sakura, did your cold get worse again?
How is it? Do I feel hot?
She must not know herself as she asks me a strange question. No, it's not terribly hot, but you're warmer than me. It feels warm when I touch you.
Oh, it's probably a cold. I think I caught a cold because I was in the rain for so long.
I don't know why, but Sakura lowers her head in embarrassment. I see. You're right. Then you have to hurry and get changed and warm your body up. I'll cook dinner so you go check your temperature, and if it's high, you're to come back to the living room wearing something warm. I'll make sure to cook something that's easy to eat.
No, I don't need dinner. I'm going to bed, so you can rest as well.
Sakura leaves in a hurry. Oh well, I'll catch a cold too if I stand here like this, so I should take a bath and warm myself up. Blushy blushy. Cutie cutie. I finished taking the bath and returned to my room. Now that I've changed out of my wet clothes, I finally feel like I'm home again. I sit down and let out a sigh while relaxing my shoulders. Today was a long day. Many things happened, and there were many ups and downs. I sort out the things I've lost from those I still have. Right. Sakura is Rider's Master. It seems Sakura had given her right to Senji, but she is Rider's Master now.
We haven't even had time to decompress about this.
Then Rider must be nearby protecting Sakura. Yeah, I've seen Rider a few times already. If she will be protecting Sakura, I have to go introduce myself to her properly. She's unapproachable because of her appearance, but I think she's understanding. I don't know when Sakura will be discarded by Zouken, so Rider is the only one I can rely on. Well, according to Kotomine, Sakura's condition will get worse the more she uses her servant, so relying on Ryder is a last resort. Alright, I'll have Sakura introduce me to her tomorrow. But she might hold a grudge after losing to Saber. My shoulders lump. But Ryder will be living here too, so I should at least greet her. Who is it? I erase myself so that I can dodge instantly and glare at the Soji. Outside the room, I can see the silhouette of someone standing on the porch. So
the heavens freak it.
So I do believe that in the uncensored version, this is in fact a sex scene.
I presumed.
This is the first sex scene with Sakura in the entire VN. There's no reply. Figure seems to be waiting for my reaction. Damn. There's nothing I can use as a weapon here. I guess I'll have to attack first before...
Senpai, are you awake?
Huh? Oh, it's you, Sakura. I sit back down. You can use the bath whenever you like. If you need a change, there's Fujina's clothes, right?
Yes, I've already taken a bath and borrowed Fujimura-sensei's clothes.
Huh? Then I don't think there's anything else to ask.
Senpai, can I come in?
Yeah, what's wrong? Why are you being so formal? This orgy opens, and the person entering the room is...
That's so cute.
She's so fucking cute. Sakura in normal clothes, acting strangely. I hear someone gulp. I realize that it's me and feel myself heating up. I cover my mouth with my hand and look away. It's pointless. I looked away, but the urge to look at her is overwhelming. I don't know why, but Sakura is stirring up strange feelings in me right now. Sakura just stands there. I finally realize that something else is strange. Sakura, what's wrong? How's your fever? Did you have a cold after all?
No, I do have fever, but it's not because of a cold. It's not because I'm sick that I'm burning up.
Sakura looks down awkwardly. Sakura acted like this from time to time over the last couple of days. I thought I'd grown used to noticing parts of her that I didn't know about, and that she's a girl my age. But I think this is on a different level entirely. Sakura?
It's no good, Senpai. I can't suppress it by myself any longer.
What can't you suppress?
Inside me, even when I was going home with you, just thinking about how warm your hand was.
Sakura sways unsteadily. Looks like something more serious than just a fever. I can't think clearly. Oh, it's clear that something is wrong with Sakura. In that case, I should take her hand and lead her back to her room, but I can't move. It's maddeningly silent. Sakura draws toward me, as though blown by wind. Her foot catches on the edge of the tatami mat and... Was that my cry? Or Sakura's murmur? Sakura collapses feebly. My feet move again. I move to help Sakura to her feet. Too late, I awkwardly cut Sakura. There is clearly something wrong with her body. She's burning up, but only her limbs are cold. Her body is feverish, but her arms and legs are bloodless. This is absolutely not an ordinary fever. this isn't caused by sickness, but a poison made by human hands. My gaze moves. Sakura is burying her face into my chest. There's a long silence. She doesn't make a sound, but Sakura is crying. Sakura?
Senpai, why did you protect someone like me? I'm already infested. Even if I like you, I can't do anything for you. So why are you protecting me? Going as far as making Tosaka Senpai, Nae-san, your enemy?
Oh god. The reason I protect Sakura. You don't even need to think about such a thing. You're wrong. I just wanted to be with you. I need you, Sakura, and I couldn't think about being separated from you. So I can't give you to Tosaka, even if she's your older sister.
Are you saying that as family? Or do you see me as a girl?
There's no way that I can see her as family now. I mean, in the, in the other way. In the, put a ring on this girl already, goddammit. That's still family, you know? I wanted Sakura by my side these past couple of days. No, for a long time. It's just that I can't lie to myself any longer. Yeah. I love you, Sakura.
Wow!
Oh!
Yeah!
I say it clearly. It's ridiculous. When faced with the possibility of losing Sakura, my insignificant facade is finally stripped away.
Senpai.
Sakura is trembling. No, maybe it's me who's trembling. Of course I'm nervous lying down with Sakura in my arms and confessing my feelings to her like this. I put just a little strength into my hands that are holding her. It's quiet. I thought I'd be more agitated, but after putting it into words, I feel completely calm. Sakura. Sakura's shoulders are moving. Her head shakes as she faces into my chest. I told Sakura that I love her, so I want to ask if she feels the same. No, maybe I don't need to ask. From tomorrow on, we could spend the mornings together like usual.
Senpai.
Her frailty takes my breath away. Stop. Stop with the music.
There it is.
The music takes my breath away. Her voice sounds even weaker than before. It's not the voice of someone feverish. Sakura, Sakura is on top of me and something seems to be wrong with her. Not only is she feverish, there's something pitiful about her, as if she's enduring something. Sakura, hey, hold on, are you okay?
Small prediction. Call it a wish, if you'd like.
Yeah?
Please take a bite.
Sakura's body's heating up, and at the same time, her limbs are getting colder. I need to calm down. I can't help Sakura, but Tosaka... No, that's no good. And I'll take her back to the... No, instead of taking Sakura there, I should call Kotomina here. Oh, still, I'll help you feel better right away.
Senpai,
Oh, God, girl! Then first I should put her to bed. Sakura is clinging tightly to me. Her anguished expression makes me bite my lip. I told Sakura that I love her, but I can't even do anything for her. Okay.
I want it, Senpai. I don't have enough.
Hearing coherent mutters mixes pain and bashfulness.
I can't go back. I can't bear it.
Her breathing quickens. Sakura's pained breath on mine as I listen to it. I can't stay calm being close to her. For now, she needs to sleep in a warm bed. Okay, Sakura, just... Sakura refuses and tries to run away. No. She leans back and grabs my hand. Sorry, Sakura.
That's not it. That's not it, Senpai. No, I can't.
I thought Sakura didn't want to be touched, but that's not it. Sakura is behaving consistently. Her arm is gripping my hand and trembling as it tries to draw me toward her, but her upper body is trying to move away. Sakura, hey! Hey, Sakura!
I can't. If I do that, Senpai will hate me. But it hurts. And Senpai's hand is so warm.
Speaking of your voice acting earlier, now to,
What? What?
Nothing.
No,
Nothing?
what? No, say
No.
it.
I'm just being reminded about the other stream. Don't worry about it.
I just have a lot of fun doing this.
God, I want to do the same as Rain soon. My hand in Sakura's moves slowly toward her. I can't pull free. I can't let go of this frail, resisting hand.
Senpai, no. I don't have enough.
There's a captivating quality to Sakura's voice. Sakura brings my hand close and...
Come on.
Mm.
Yes!
As if looking for relief, she bites my finger. Surprise steals my strength away. Why is Sakura doing this? How? She bites into me. There is a slight pain in my fingertip. Sakura's teeth tear my skin, and pain and blood begin to pour out from the inside.
The Lord has answered my prayers.
My blood streams out. Sakura's shaking gradually slows. The cold limbs start to gradually regain their warmth. She gulps. There is a tiny movement in her throat as she swallows the blood. The tip of her tongue touches the wound. It makes a quiet sound as she drinks the red blood.
Hey, remember how we were just saying earlier about like the YouTube TOS? Do you think being this horny about something that's not sex counts?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I don't mind being like extremely overly horny about it. It's just when it comes to heavier themes,
I'm entirely kidding.
It barely counts. Don't worry about it. My finger feels so pleasant. It's as if it's about to melt away. I feel the sensation of Sakura's lips and the occasional gentle touch of her tongue. But more than that, with every drop of blood that leaks from the wound, a sweetly pleasant feeling washes over me. I'm sure I felt the same pain somewhere before, but I can't remember what kind of experience it was. It feels so good, it seems like a bother to remember. He's only sucking my finger, but a comfortable sensation runs past my wrist and up my elbow.
I'm really enjoying this.
It's as if the veins from my heart to my fingertip have been brought into sharp relief. The blood carrying my magical energy spills into Sakura's mouth and... I look objectively at the reality of the situation. Sakura is drinking my blood while holding back embarrassment, and her condition is improving. Then, what's the problem in what she's doing? How much blood have I lost? Judging by the weakness from my loss of blood. I'm sure I lost as much blood as I would from a blood donation. Sakura gives my finger a final lick and, with a sound, lets it fall away from her lips. We look at each other wordlessly. Sakura's condition seems to have returned to normal, but she still looks forlorn. Sakura? Finally, I call her name. I hold back the strange pleasure I felt from my finger and my unease about what just happened.
Senpai?
With a start, Sakura lets go of my hand and jumps back. He's so into it. Sakura, no, I don't mind if you can't answer.
I'm sorry.
Her voice is so quiet, it's like it's about to disappear. When I turn to face her, Sakura hangs her head as though cowering, her hands in her lap.
You know, right, Senpai? I was trained as a magus at the Matou household. Grandfather tampered with my blood so that he could turn a child of another bloodline into a magus of the Matou family. The result is this body that goes crazy when I don't have enough magical energy.
A dark rage toward Matou's Zouken wells up inside me. But even more than that, Sakura's passionate, pitiful speech fills my chest with pain.
The worms in my body want power from the magus, so they start to ache. When that happens, I can't hold back anymore. The worms eat up all my magical energy, and then they say it's not enough, and they want more, so I... Senpai.
Goodbye, Fei. So the reason you drank my blood... She gives a small nod. In this silence, it makes a very definitive answer.
There's a lot of magical energy in a magus's blood. So I started wanting to drink your blood, Senpai. If I drank that, it would replenish my magical energy. And it would relieve the weird things happening to my body.
I see. Going back to being a writer's master greatly increased Sakura's consumption of magical energy. She was able to live normally without difficulty up until now, but now even that takes up magical energy.
There's something wrong with me, isn't there? It makes sense that you'd turn away from me, Senpai. I've been aching ever since we came home together, and I couldn't think of anything but you, and even though you're trying to help me, I took it from you by force. Senpai, I'm strange. Or dead.
Her voice breaks. The wound Sakura gave me throbs with pain right to my heart.
Even when you were holding me and worrying about me, I wanted to drink your blood. You said you loved me as a girl, but sucking your blood was all I could think about. All I could hear was the worms moaning. I wanted to feel better. I just wanted to feel better soon, so I wanted Senpai. Senpai's blood. I thought maybe I didn't really love you. I just wanted to love you so I'd be able to drink your blood, so... I'm sorry. Someone like me who can only think of sucking blood to make herself feel better isn't worthy of your love.
It's obvious. I don't even know why I should have to say it. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful, Sakura. I embrace her again and whisper, is it because Sakura is shaking and crying, or because I'm saddened that I can't cry for her? Don't be stupid. How could I hate you over a little blood? I loved you, Sakura. You're so beautiful I had to pretend not to notice until now. So don't blame yourself like this. It's not your fault your body's the way it is. Stroke her shoulder. Sakura leans on my shoulder and sobs quietly. And you know what? When you were sucking my blood, I was happy.
Yeah. But Senpai,
There's nothing strange about that. Even if I can't cure you, I was happy that I could make you feel better. So don't worry about it. If you refuse the only thing I can do for you, where does that leave me? I pat Sakura on the back as if to cheer her up. If my blood will help, then tell me anytime. If it will make you feel better, I'd be happier that way. I'm glad that I fell in love with Sakura. Because even if it's just a little, it's something I can be proud of.
I'm sorry, Senpai.
Sakura is apologizing. Each time I stroke her shoulder and tell her there's nothing to be sorry for. Sakura is shaking uncontrollably, like a small child.
I love you, Senpai. I love you, so I thought I wasn't good enough. But if you'll still love me, then I have a request.
Okay.
If I suffer again, will you help me? Even if I drink your blood, you won't hate me.
I stroke her head as I tell her it's alright. Sakura stops trembling and smiles through her tears.
I'm glad that I fell in love with you, Senpai.
She gives my cheek a light but deeply affectionate kiss.
Oh.
Touching the spot where her lips gently touch me. I go red just remembering it. We touched many times up until now, but now it feels just embarrassing all of a sudden. Well,
Senpai.
we let go of each other and kneel face to face. Everything that's happened up to this point is flooding into my head all at once, and I can't move. Sakura seems the same, and her gazes roam restlessly around.
Thank you for helping me so much today. I'm going to go back to my room. Good night.
Sakura stands up in a hurry. I have no reason to stop her, and I'm too embarrassed to anyway. Good night, Sakura.
Yes. Good night, Senpai.
The Soji slides shut, and Sakura disappears. Now that I'm alone, I touch my cheek and my finger. Seriousness of Sakura's situation is inevitable, but when I remember what just happened, I feel really happy. Time to sleep! I want to remember it some more, but there's a lot to do tomorrow, and I have to think about what to do about Tosaka, and there's Ryder too. Plus the Grail War isn't over yet, and I need to take down Matou Zouken, who's the source of all this fucking trouble, so Sakura... See, I really am getting sleepy. My mind and body are both tired, so I need to sleep soundly now and give it my all from tomorrow onwards. I'm dreaming. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more, wait. I should be sleeping alone, but there's someone cuddling up to me. I'm too mentally and physically exhausted to be awake, and Sakura went back to her room. So I could only be sleeping beside Sakura in a dream. Even in my dreams, Sakura is drinking from me. That's how stimulating it was when Sakura drank my blood. I want to tell her that I love her. She repeated senpai over and over, desiring me, and I want to respond to her affection. Sakura is drinking from me. Even in my dreams, Sakura is drinking from me. I'm literally entranced. It's not enough. It would feel better if it were enough to break both of us. If creation is gentle pleasure, then destruction is an intense one. You see, they are both an undeniable catharsis. What am I thinking? That's completely new. My vision wavers. Sakura's not there. Sakura was drinking from me, but all of a sudden I'm being eaten by something strange. It's hot. My foothold is melting. I'm sinking into a scalding hot mire. I'm drowning knowing that this is Sakura's body heat. Have a violent dream. I have an ominous dream in a sea of hot coal tar.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
This stream has taken so many turns.
How are you feeling right now?
Warm.
With an A or an O?
Can it be both?
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. The stream's giving me a lot to think about.
How the fuck was that only day 9?
It was only day 9. The remainder is a hell full of bad ends.
We have 6 days. 6 days.
Oh my god.
No, 7 days, counting the 10th.
Can I
That's a
also,
week.
really quick, I need to read you a DM I got from my partner. Lot of magical energy in the blood. Yeah, in canon it's cum. I know what this scene was.
to be fair, both are canon. Literally every bodily fluid of a magus is infused with their odd. That's just how it works now. It's just your pick depending on whether you're censored or not.
I'm just... I really prefer this one.
I wonder why you prefer this one.
I don't know. What do you think that says about me?
What about spinal fluid, staccato? I don't know if you play Fate Grand Order, but one of the materials for Ascension is literally magus spinal fluid.
Based.
That's literally one of the materials you collect to actually ascend servants.
I know what you want. Say it out loud. I'm having a blast. Oh my god, that was like a back-to-back. Really intense, evocative, really hard-hitting stuff.
Yeah.
A really beautiful, genuinely, just one of the most beautiful scenes I've ever read between two characters in fiction in my entire life. And then just pure wish fulfillment. That was everything I wanted it to be. Like, it's the fact that, like, it's...
and then a little dash of horror.
I think that's part of the wish fulfillment, I can't lie. But it's the taking a sip from someone that you love and being, like, timid about it. Like, something about her being embarrassed about being a vampire makes it better? I don't know, maybe I'm insane.
No, I completely understand it. And, well, like, okay, so I need, like, the virtual at 3 XP. I need you to know that I knew that the first sex scene with Sakura was replacing the censor version with blood drinking, and I was so excited to see you see it, but I didn't know... I didn't know that Shirou was just undeniably into it as well, you know?
He's so down. Can I get some fanfare in chat for Blood Doll Shirou?
Yes! He's not even a master anymore. What can he do but he be a blood doll for Sakura, right?
Mm-hmm. This is a fantastic dynamic. I like it.
No, yeah, okay, so let's think for, like, being serious for a moment, and this is a heavily serious topic, there is also something to be said about the layers of trauma that would come in the sex scene version of this.
Uh-huh.
Because Sakura is a victim of sexual abuse, and she is someone who is also from a culture that is famously very, very, placing a lot of weight onto, like, the way a woman ought to act and the views on sex being very, very closed. So then, there is something about how Sakura wants Shirou very carnally that is both associated with the bot trauma while also being shunned at by the very society that she lives in. And it's like, there's also, like, imagining that this goes basically exactly the same, the shame and worry that Sakura has about her own self and her own urges and Shirou's reassurance of it is really sweet too.
It's genuinely really beautiful and really well handled.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can't speak for how exactly it's written, because, these are not age scenes we're talking about. So I don't know how exactly well it's handled. But
the thing about it is, despite having the content, I haven't, and even having points that may be more or less acceptable, I've never really heard people say that it's handled horribly or really bad. So even if it's not like the best, I do trust that it's at least somewhat handled,
I feel like, so I mean, we did the Fate Age scene, and I know we're gonna do the other two eventually. I feel like this one is the most academic curiosity. I want to know what these are like. I'm so curious.
And I will be real. God, I know it's not gonna happen, but even in the 8th scene, she should go for the bite.
Of course.
Even in the 8th scene, she should fucking bite it. It's not gonna happen.
It's like I said, please God, take a bite. Like.
But yeah, so I feel like this also gives a little bit of extra context also on the dream that Shirou had. Considering the blood drinking felt basically the same, and also Rin, if you remember the eyes that Rin had then. There was stuff going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you read the 8 scenes, compare the choice of words to the 8 scenes of other routes, we will. Yeah, don't worry.
Looking forward to that.
Like, we got the, we got the weird comparisons to mollusks and the
a lot of
freshly
shellfish. A lot of shellfish going on in the H scenes.
Lot and lot.
I was introduced to the phrase clam jamming.
Yeah. Speaking of the potential H scenes, I'm also thinking about the little tidbit of horror immediately afterwards in the uncensored version. Because assuming it's exactly the same, that it's really fucking interesting too, right?
I'm so excited. I'm having a wonderful time.
I am so happy this route has been, like, all of this stuff, right? Like, all of this stuff, like, the way it's handled, how it's been presented, the twists and turns, the relationship between Shirou and Sakura, everything going on. This is why I knew I was going to enjoy this route, but God!
As far as, like, all of the shocking stuff, it's all been about exactly at the level I expected it to be at. But everything around it has been so magnificent.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just reeling at the quality of this route, even juxtaposed with the other two.
To be fair, it is also the one latest in development.
Of course.
So it is both the one that was likely written later and also programmed later. So you can also see a lot of little flair extra added onto it.
Definitely. I'm very pleased with this stream.
Realism. So we did the 8 scenes, and I am going to be trying to upload highlights censored to YouTube. It will be inherently a 18 plus video, obviously, but but I want to keep most of the weird wording in while we fucking lose it.
We can keep all the quirky stuff, because there was a good, 40 minutes in there where we had to stop, every other line to, catch our breath.
There was so much of that stream that was both us fucking laughing our asses off, but also surprisingly psychoanalyzing the scene in a very academic manner that was very pleasant.
There was just a lot to enjoy. There was a lot to get out of it.
Yeah, genuinely, the sex itself was mid, but the feelings put into what they were doing and the way the trauma just affected Shirou and Saber was genuinely incredible.
And also, yeah, we really do gotta shout out the canonical confirmation of Rin realizing she's bisexual in that moment.
It's so funny going back to the prologue with Ajako and the girlies in class and being like, how the fuck does she not know she's a lesbian? Oh my god.
And also, yeah, this entire section has been genuinely
incredibly
fantastic.
Also realism, so there is a good there is it's not that it takes her being with a woman, it's that I imagine she just hadn't thought about. Okay, let's think about this from both a okay, listen, this is both from the perspective of a Japanese teenager in 2004, but also from the point of view of the heiress of a Magus family.
Has she ever thought about anything but magic?
Because, let's be real, maid society is extreme, in all of the toxicness it has, it's also extremely heteronormative, because it is all about pushing the descendants and lineage to keep going through generations to build up the magic crest. So, in a Magus family, a fucking heiress's only fucking duty is passing down the magic crest to the next generation, you know? It's just really funny, yeah. But on top of that, Rin is also really fucking stupid, yeah. But yeah, no, in that scene, there is a good, I want to say at least 10 minutes of just an entire scene of just Rin and Saber kinda fluffing her up for Shirou. And first of all, that is also the most fucking iconic part of the fucking 8 scenes, because she just fucking goes up to town, and it was really funny to see happen. But also, she very explicitly, in the middle of it, completely unprompted, says, "Oh my, I didn't realize I was into this sort of thing," you know? How did you not realize until you were fucking knuckle deep? Also, let's, another big point for, please, Rin, you goddamn oblivious lesbian, is the whole scene when Saber gets summoned and she's about to die. And she's looking up at Saber with the moonlight behind her, raising her blade, and she's like, God, please fucking kill me, actually.
Yeah. God. Rin's she's a useless guy.
She's so interesting as a character in every single fucking aspect of her.
And also, just so we can acknowledge it out loud in this wrap-up, holy shit, Kodamine.
Yeah!
Fantastic manipulator. One of my most favorite characters in this entire VN. I love all the subtle, nuanced ways that he knows how to bring out the worst in every person he talks to.
And it's not just bringing the worst in people, it's the timing and pacing of everything he does is so perfected down to the very last instant. Like, waiting for... Like, I realized after I said, oh, he waited for Rin to leave to actually tell Shirou that Sakura can't be saved. No, he waited for Sakura to leave to say that she cannot be saved, so that she can still have the guilt without being told explicitly, you cannot be saved. But Shirou gets told it to his face and has to grapple with it.
Yeah.
The layers! And of course telling Sakura, like, first of all being extremely blunt with Sakura about what he wants out of those two and that she's going to make them suffer. And also, you know, the very funny, oh, by the way, don't mind that the walls are so fucking thin, you will be able to hear everything from the chapel, you know?
I fucking love it. It's like, oh, it's just a little structural flaw. Oops.
And Rin, like, calling him out immediately, like, fuck you, it's not a structural flaw, you fucking voyeuristic idiot.
I love that she keeps calling him a fake priest, like, she so knows.
She so knows, but she doesn't realize the depths of it, because she didn't even know he was a master. Like, she knows he's scummy, but she doesn't even begin to realize the level of fucking scummy.
Genuinely. And like, I don't know, it's just that there's so many layers to him, and the way he shows different faces to different people to like further his own ends of causing problems.
Mm-hmm. It's so... And, okay. And the glee with which he greets Shirou, like, you are now Emiya Kiritsugu, right? Like, he has his, like, counterpart arch-nemesis back. Oh.
He's so excited to have his rival again.
He has fucking shaped him. God, he has shaped him to be another Kiritsugu in that route.
God, that's so good.
Oh my god, he's so fucking interesting. Oh my god. I am really excited to see what happens with Gilgamesh.
I completely forgot about him.
Because I need you to remember that Gilgamesh has been kinda going out on his own for a bit.
Yeah, Kodamine literally said, yeah, do whatever you want.
So he's a loose cannon going on.
I'm fucking...
Also, the fact that Ilya is like, we are teamed up with Ilya and Rin wants to kill us. Everything is backwards.
It's a really weird reversal of the normal status quo, and
Yeah.
I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Also, shoutouts to Ilya for actually being really fucking cool today.
Yeah, they keep doing really good stuff with her, I can't lie. As a noted Ilya disliker, even I have to admit, pretty good, can't lie.
It is that moment when you are like, well, of course, like, everyone in her life has fucking used her and betrayed her and put her through torture because she has, like, a duty. Like, of course she is going to now see that Shirou doesn't hold up to his own words and push her away, and she's going to lash back at him. No, she doesn't.
It's because she already knows who Shirou is. She can tell that something's wrong because he's not acting like himself.
Mm-hmm. It's wild how this route made her one of your favorite characters after really not liking her for other 2/3 of the visual novel. Remember, all things in Nasuverse are canon. Well, of course. It's just a different timeline. That's how it works with the bad endings. Like, okay, without going even into the fact that Fate itself has many time shenanigans as shown by the many different fucking timelines that have different Holy Grail wars, and also Fate Grand Order just on itself being a goddamn nightmare, and also just certain other things I can't talk about, but I'm sure that also there's something in Tsukihime about that. The fun about a visual novel with multiple bad endings is that the bad endings are not just, oh, you chose a bad route and now you die. No. The bad endings are in service to the main story as a different path that can be walked that shows you something else.
It's funny, they're less like lost states and more like supplementary information to contextualize your later success.
Yeah, and even foreshadow, for example, we said that in one of the first Ilya bad endings in the Fade route, she mentions Kiritsugu. So immediately you have the Einsburn Emilia connection like made from the beginning.
Yeah,
It just takes a long while to pay off to realize, holy shit, wait. And for example, also... No, to say the same.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in one of the other endings in the Fate route, when Shirou doesn't do what Kotomine thinks is going to be happening, Kotomine just fucking drags one of the fucking corpses of the children from the basement in front of Shirou in the fucking garden, and then Lancer stabs him and is like, what? The fuck? If you get that before you both know that Hira is Lancer's master and that there's a basement full of fucking dead children, that kinda shocks you. Yeah, Ilya also mentioned Heaven's Field, but she mentioned that in like a regular thing, not in a bad ending.
Yeah, I think that one was just content.
Yeah, that was in the tree scene where she just infuses Shirou's consciousness into various things to show him around.
I also did want to say, just offhandedly, speaking of Tsukihime, I keep seeing shit in media that we're talking about, and I really want to talk to you about it and compare it to Tsukihime characters, and then I'm like, but I can't yet, I promised.
I am completely blind to Tsukihime. I know so very few things. All I know is funny bump woman.
Funny neko arc. Haha.
I know a few things just from like the ultimate abilities in in fucking Melty Blood for the various characters.
Of course.
I know I don't know many things because I mix things that are Melty Blood exclusive for being Tsukihime. I know funny mystic eyes of death perception.
I'm so fucking excited for the role reversal stream. That's gonna be so good.
I still want to see if the fucking remake version of Tsukihime updates with the Far Side routes.
I want to see the Far Side routes in modern times. They're gonna be so fucking good. Like
Also, without saying anything, I know that there's something with Kohaku. I know something is. I know there's something up with that fucking maid, and I couldn't for the life of you tell you exactly what it is, because every time I've gone to like, should I check something about Kohaku, I've kinda peeked in, and there was like, by the way, massive fucking spoilers, and it's like, okay, no, I'm not gonna read anymore, so I guess she just is or does something really fucking major at some point.
The general vibes I had, just with Tsukihime, was like, I read through the near side and really enjoyed it, read through the far side, and immediately just like, the first of three was good, and then the next two were like jaw on the fucking floor. Like, oh my god, this is the greatest shit ever.
So my thought was that like I always thought of hearing the near side and far side like, oh, the far side routes are like the heavens fields of Tsukihime, is what I conceptualize in my brain.
I feel like they take up different space in the narrative, but I don't think that's a bad comparison from what I've experienced of Heavensville.
What are your general predictions and theories? Ooh, yeah?
So, here's my problem. Most of my theories have been ones I called really early and stuck with and ended up being completely fucking right about.
Tuska and Sakura sisters, Sakura's Rider's Master. The entire situation with the Matou siblings, called it 100%, and I just want to be praised and respected for that.
Yeah, you also got extremely close to guessing what Archer's identity is, and even actually guessed it, but as a half joke in my DMs.
I guessed it as a joke. I said I thought it was Kiritsugu, and then I sent you the fucking Charlie in the mailroom conspiracy board, and went, unless it's a Mia, or unless it's Shirou. And
You're
I was
from the future.
I literally said that, and I didn't mean it, and that ended up being the case.
I thought you actually meant it because I knew it was genuine, so I thought there was a kernel of genuine there, and I was like, I can't say anything.
It's because I kept sending you the Charlie mailroom when I'm like actually calling something that turned out to be correct. Yeah. But I also just one more on the scoreboard called Medusa's identity. Like
I want to say that not only it's really fun because you called Medusa's identity by something that I would have never expected. Because it's like, oh, she has her eyes covered. Like, it was part of it, but it was that the blindfold had the texture of stone and that she smelled like blood, specifically. And I was like, what? How?
And then it was also just like a lot of emphasis being placed on hair in the design, despite the fact that it's like a different way. And then also, we literally saw her with Pegasus, like fucking.
Yeah, but you kind of called it before that. You called it before Pegasus. From her neck being cut and Pegasus coming out. Yeah, that is like a really blatant one if you know the myth.
But there also, to answer the question a little bit better, instead of just recapping all of my successful theories, I'm also approaching a point where it's like, cool, I have literally no fucking idea what's gonna happen next. I have not pieced together anything about the situation with the shadow or anything else like that. Like, I'm literally floundering here. I don't got shit. And that's very exciting.
Yeah, I will say, without saying anything at all, there are various endings that we missed, that various bad endings we didn't get, that actually would have added context to some things, that could have let you guess some things, but obviously we didn't get those.
I'm just really excited. I'm really excited, and I just want to see more.
We have gotten really far too, and there's a couple of things that I know will happen that haven't happened yet, and I am like kinda excited, really waiting, like, how do we get there from here?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to next week.
Take care, Ren. Thank you so much for all the cool drawing stuff you show in the server. It's really extremely appreciated.
This is only day 9. And also, yeah, thank you for watching. Just everybody in general. It's an absolute blast to do this, and I'd be having a great time if it was just me and Wack doing it alone, but the fact that there's an audience to talk through it with and everything adds so much to the experience for me, and I can't think... I can't imagine a better way to get into Fate. I'm having a wonderful time.
Oh my god, wait. Before you go, oh my god, I just had such a good idea for a stream. Okay, listen to me, right?
I'm listening to you. This is like you starting something in the server with, so...
Yeah. So, because I don't exactly know if we want to go into Hollow Ataraxia later, the thing with Tsukihime not having the far side routes yet and everything, once we finish Heaven's Feel and we have all of the knowledge of the main Fate Stay Night game, we do a Fate Stay Night randomizer run. Like, we peek just how much they fucked the release. we
That
just
sounds so fun.
we just do a little, like, we do a little chat just about the various things in Fate. Like, we have, like, a talk stream enjoying Fate and talking about things, and, like, now that you're free, maybe you, like, have started something, we'll, like, start talking about stuff, and we do the randomizer.
That sounds like an absolute blast. I would really like to do that. But for now, we have to focus on finishing. What the fuck is this route called? Heaven's Feel.
Your brain, what happened with you?
I'm so sorry. It's very late. It's so not. I just woke up super early, so it feels late.
Oh, I love the randomizer so much.
Artificial
but-
Ilya route.
But thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll be having you next week as well.
Oh, also, thank you for realism. I really appreciate that.
But yeah, listen. Okay, I had this talk like the other day because I am in various servers about Fate stuff, and we were talking specifically about the fact that there is a lot of like the themes of Fate in general. When you boiled it down, it's a very progressive visual novel. It speaks about helping other people, about the, like, doing your best for others, and, like, the harm of generational trauma and old people with power fucking over other people, and the toxic mega society, which has some really good commentary and some very obvious things, right? Like, and there is a explicitly queer layer, not only in things like let's be honest, how extremely gay some of the things happening in the VNR, but also just actual identity queerness stuff with, like, Artorian transness. Like, that's explicitly said by Nasu and Takeuchi, both. This is not headcanon, that's actual subtext of the VN, and oftentimes text, plain.
It's genuinely really interesting. Like, somebody said in chat earlier, I don't remember who, that it's really surprising that this was written when it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was like 03 was the original?
04.
Oh.
04, 20 years ago exactly.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was you.
And it's like, with all of that and seeing like there's a lot of really shitty fandom stuff going on in exactly the way you would expect a big anime fandom to be, you know? And it's like, it's really interesting going in with a very explicitly queer take on reading what is going on here and realizing the layers actually presented upon you, right? And like, it's obviously not perfect. There's many things you could leverage as criticism for the VNs. Like, they are not a masterpiece that is completely untouchable and perfect. By all means, there is many problems, and we have laughed at the Shirou misogyny so many times before in the Fate route.
Just say, Issei was right.
But it's still taken now, it's good, and taken as a product of its time, is like, how?
As a product of its time, it is excellent, exceptional.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know, it's kind of... Even Shirou's misogyny is kind of written as a bit of a character flaw.
Yeah, it is.
He's just weird.
Yeah, and then it's not only written as and then there's Nasu. I have mentioned this anecdote before, but I really give him kudos because in an interview he was getting praise for the many strong female characters that he has created, like Saber and Arcued and everything, right? And he explicitly said, like, he appreciates the compliments, but it's really easy to become complacent when people are tooting your own horn about how you write female characters, and that he doesn't want to do that because he sees the flaws in his own writing there. He sees the the way that Saber is very because of how she is a very strong knight, but she is very emotionally stunted, and that is a very deep flaw that he didn't handle the way he would have handled it now, for example. And he spoke that about regrets in handling some of the gender stuff with Saber too. Like, the only way he could sort of like drive the conversation about the deal with Saber's identity in that sense was Shirou's kind of stubborn reassurance of her being a woman in a way that was kind of misogynistic at times.
Yeah.
And it's really cool seeing him saying that in plain text.
Honestly, it's very interesting seeing how like the perspective on it has evolved over time.
Yeah, I made them strong in power, but made their motivations mostly tied to a male character, is a paraphrase, but yeah, and he was like self-criticizing despite being praised by the interview for it, and that's very self-conscious of his own writing, his own pitfalls, and wanting to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if we are nice enough, Nasu will make Shirou canonically transfemme? God, I need that boy to be a trans man so bad. I'm sorry, but I am still in the trans-masked Shirou and Chaser Sakura fucking headcanon.
I love Chaser Sakura so much.
Chaser Sakura is so fucking funny. I'm so sorry.
It's so much.
It's so mean to her. It's so mean to her. It's so mean to her, but it's so funny because it just fits so well in the headcanon.
It's the dichotomy of Chaser Sakura and transphobe Shirou, or Najiro Shinji, that really gets me. I don't know why. That's so fucking funny to me.
Chaser Sakura fucking killed you. You were just relaxing watching a photo and you shot me with the gun. Like, okay, but like, you see it, right? Like, she has this shame of her own wants, right? And she has like this toxicity that she feels she's a bad person, and that adds a layer to it.
I love it because even like the fucking meme headcanons, when you read into them, work so well.
It does. Sakura search history is rancid. God, I'm so happy they are from 2004 and likely do not have a computer with access to the internet in the Matou household. God.
It's so cursed.
It's so cursed because you get it. Yes.
These streams are such a high point in my week.
You know who is the funniest character that could be trans femme?
Let's hear it.
Egg Issei.
I mean, he hates women the appropriate amount.
I just feel that if Issei thought for like a second about why he hates women, eventually he could spout something like, and they're like so perfect, and like they are flawlessly this and that, and it's like, and you see like the layer of jealousy in Issei, and it's like, wait a minute.
I also really do think egg transphobe Shinji really works.
As I mentioned in the server the other night, egg transphobe Shinji is like one of those 4chan femboys.
Yeah, literally. It's so perfect.
It's a 4chan femboy kind of case.
Shinji's so bad.
It's so bad. Invade your brain and never leave, and you curse it every day.
That's such a funny fucking way to say that.
Let's be honest. Even though we have landed on trans-masked Shirou, trans-femme Shirou is extremely good still. Because there is the layer of like societal obliviousness and adhering to certain like role things going on, and we have got the inverse. If trans-masked Shirou got the ideals from Kiritsugu, and that affected his own gender presentation. Then trans femme Shirou is someone who latches so hard onto masculinity as being part of what being like Kiritsugu is like, and doesn't realize that she wants to be a cute girl, you know?
Transfem Shirou is one of those headcanons where I look at it and I go like, I respect this. Like, I have nothing but respect for this opinion. I disagree. This isn't my interpretation of the text, but it's just as valid. Like 100%.
Archer good look great with top surgery scars. God, yeah. We technically haven't seen him with his marriages and Fate Stay Nights, so we don't know if there are.
I choose to believe it.
On the other hand, having Transfem Shirou but Archer unchanged could also add a layer, right?
That's good.
Like, Archer continued living like that until the end of his days and is now stuck in a purgatory of just keeping on going, and his self is eroded and doesn't matter, and he fucking hates Shirou. And then Shirou's egg cracks mid Unlimited Blade Works.
That's really good. That's really good.
And it's like...
I love Fate. You could just talk about Fate forever.
We really could. We fucking really could, couldn't we?
I don't know shit about anything other than what we've experienced on stream, and I could go off for a long time.
Oh, God. Trans Shirou in any direction is the best. It really is. It really is.
Whatever's going on with that boy in any direction, that creature is not cisgender.
I also had the worst possible fucking read and take of anything that could happen.
I want it so bad.
Okay, so let's go with the idea of Transmask Shirou, right? And let's go with the idea of Chaser Sakura, right? And let's go with what happened on the stream and Shirou being like, oh, I have to give up on the ideals of Kiritsugu and protect Sakura. So all I'm saying is like toxic detransitioning Shirou and Sakura disappointed.
Oh my god.
I think is literally the worst thought that has ever crossed my mind in any capacity.
Yeah,
I fucking hate it so much.
I agree. You're right, Wack. That's fucking rancid. That's terrible.
It's foul. It's foul. Like, and by the way, let me state for the record that I am not saying that the transitioners are invalid. Many times, simply like it happens. It happens that people experiment and just don't gel with what they've been going with, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know?
You should always have the right to play with the fluidity of your identity, because it can be whatever you want.
And things can be very fluid and change over time, and it's completely and perfectly okay.
Lord knows
also,
I've cycled through all the pronouns under the sun.
But also, the trans Shirou in this context is extremely a rancid idea.
It's really bad. You're right.
You're so
hey,
dumb
Wack,
to
I
talk.
think you should keep that one to yourself.
You remember spending like a whole night talking about Disco Elysium, but Senshi? I need to play Disco Elysium at some point and see just how bad that is. Oh. God almighty.
Alright, I should probably go. We've been wrapping up for quite some time, and while the discussion's been wonderful, I have to go make food.
Yeah, no, I was planning on just stopping at 2 a.m. normally, and we have gone for an hour extra. But if I acquire a Transfem Rin head cannon, that's wonderful. I think it would be super nonchalant most of the time with Rin. She feels like the type that... She feels like the type that could assume that people around her know.
Like the most conventionally attractive trans woman has no idea that she, like, passes.
Yeah, and she has like, you know that one surprise pride that she gets occasionally, like, huh?
That is the exact reaction she would have to someone not knowing. That's perfect.
Yeah. Wait, Rin, you're transgender, and she's like, huh?
Didn't you know?
Yeah, Shirou. I mean, didn't you know?
Transfem Sakura calls to you like a siren song.
Oh, there is many. Yeah, that.
The more I think about it, the less I want to think about it.
Yeah. That's like fucking cognito hazard.
That's a fucking minefield if I've ever seen one.
Fate extra games are so gay if you play the femme pro tag, it's great. What do you mean the femme pro tag? Who plays male Hakuno? It's a joke. I know many people, but like generally, most of the art I ever see is for fucking femme Hakuno.
Alright, I really should get going. I apologize.
Please go on.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for watching. I will be departing here. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. People who won Gilgamesh. That is so true. Oh gosh, that's so true. God, what a fucking stream, Jesus fucking Christ almighty. That was a lot. What spoilers do I know in the future? Okay, one moment. Anya is gone. Anya's gone, okay. So. I see people get horny over Gilgamesh, you can't help yourself. I mean, I get sometimes. The rain was so fucking good, but yeah. The spoilers I do know are, you know, the whole thing with Sakura and the Shadow and Saber and that's the whole thing. I know about the arm. I know about the Grail Cave in concept. I know Selrich and a dagger maybe involved at some point. And that's about it. So yeah, I know at least the fate of Archer. The big confrontation with you know, the saber thing. I think I know, unless he comes back from Munch somehow, I know what's gonna happen to Gilgamesh. I've seen the movie version of the dream sequence where that happens, because of course I have. Isn't it unbelievable that that's all gonna happen and there's still more you don't know? I don't know how much I don't know. Like, I don't know what happens with Assassin. I don't know what happens with Zouken. I don't know exactly what Heaven's Field even is. Like, I think Heaven's Field has to do with, like, the third magic. And there's the Dress of Heaven that Ilya puts on, that I know it is being also had. I know scattered bits and pieces, but I really don't know. This route is made better for having the Ilya route merged into it. It adds a layer of complexity into it. What the fuck is gonna be the end goal for Kira in this route? Where is he gonna end up? Yeah. Also, by the way, I think Kira is going to pull out the black keys at some point, isn't he? At least in the opening of Heaven's Fields, there is one scene where he just pulls them out and is seen fighting Assassin while protecting Ilya. So I'm expecting him to pull them out, and I kind of want to see if, I want to see, I want to see him pull them out, and Anya just recognizing, like, being like, of course, he's from the church, he has the fucking black keys, you know? Because since she's Red Suki, she will get all of the church bullshit stuff. That will be fun. Also, I am pretty sure Kira is gonna definitely have some bullshit going on. Oh, right. Sorry. There's one thing I didn't mention. You can wait. That sounds amazing. Yeah. One thing I didn't mention that I know, and this is like a big one. Angry Mango. I don't know what happens with him. I don't know if he actually manifests or not. I know now that he definitely, you know, playing Fate Stay Night and seeing the references to to Angry Mango kind of made me realize the similarities between Angry Mango and Shirou physically. So that's a whole thing I'm expecting, and I don't know how it's going to go down or be resolved. Ooh, Transcend Shirou art inspiration. Nice, go for it. Your propaganda shall spread, yeah. But yeah, that's kinda just... Also, I know that Hollow Atraxa all happens because of Angry Mango. I don't know how, but I know Angry Mango is like pivotal to Hollow Atraxa. In fact, I think he's like one of the main characters in Hollow. I know Bazette is in Hollow Atraxa too. She apparently survives the keyring in that one. I don't know if it's a timeline or if it's an alternate universe thing or if it's like a record of something that could have happened but didn't happen. I don't know. I don't know what happens with Hollow Atraxa. That is the shenanigans. Don't know how Hollow Atraxa wrestle Heaven's Fields out of your favorite Fate thing. Oh my god. Literally just the worst ever, Kira. Yeah. I love that man to bits. He is so interesting. He's so interesting. Oh. God. He's like... admire him from a great distance, yeah. Speaking of Kirei, that's another thing I cannot fucking wait for Hollow Atraxa. I want to see Karen. I want to see Karen. I want to see the daughter. Oh... like, that's a whole fucking can of worms that I think is going to make Anya explode when it happens. It has minigames too? Oh, I didn't know there were gameplay differences and that it wasn't all VN. I'm so excited now. Adorable. Really just going on about his bitch of a wife. It's so out of character you can't help but laugh. God, and now I'm thinking about Kirei, but as like Nern from from Lisa the Painful. And that's also a cursed thought. Okay. Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Okay. No. No. Okay. Picture this. Picture this. Picture this. Kirei bitching about his bitch of a wife. Except as he starts speaking, you realize he's not actually talking about his wife. He's talking about Kiritsugu. That's my thought. That is my thought for you all. Like, he speaks on his bitch of a wife and you think it's the actual wife. It's Kiritsugu. Ah. A fucking mile away, yes. Yes, you could have predicted. Speaking of, shoutouts to, like, the only, well, like, the one of two only good things I've ever seen about a Prisma Ilya in the Hirei and Kiritsugu yaoi and the Issei and Shirou yaoi. That idea makes Shirou so much funnier. But yeah, I do need to get going, so let me put on the ending music. There we go. I need to open the windows and let the cool rush into my body and flood my nerves like the worms in Sakura. That's the most foul analogy I've ever done. I need to be pulled behind a fucking shed and dealt with like you would a rabid dog. Cis woman. No, I'm trans. Okay, I am reaching I'm reaching that point of the night where I am just as manic as Jackie was the other day. So I should really be going before I start just rambling more. Thank you all so much for being here. More of this next week. Tomorrow we got Elden Ring, and on Wednesday we got Paper Mario. We should be finishing Elden Ring soon. I don't know what I'm gonna... Oh, right. One of the things I thought to do after Elden Ring is done is finish the DLC for Samurai Remnant, because I only did the first one. So I will be playing the Jagyu Sword Chronicles and the one with the guy and the hot Oni. That will be fun. You need to do those yourself by all means. Until then, though, I will be taking a bit of a deserved rest. So see you all next time. Bye-bye!